Go.
Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome to Resident Death House. Please, my lovely player characters, introduce yourselves.
I
I am
am.
Miss Rena. I'll be playing. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I am Miss Rena. I will be playing Zaretta Raylon, the warlock, the archfiend warlock with secret, dark secrets.
I am Seven of God 777. I will be playing Soldar, the half elf celestial sorcerer with significant reasons to have the snark he does. Very significant that tie in other things.
I am Diva Nightrose Goldsmith. I am playing Elsincia Intorica, ambassador from Baldur's Gate and resident bard of great renown.
I am Rise Khan. I will be portraying Aurelius Dawnlight, the paladin for the god Lothander, and and who is also a tiefling.
And I am Lance Corporal, the anime guy, the wonderful DM of this session, and has spent countless hours along with my fellow co-writer Diva, with bringing a bit of crossing over, so to speak, for this wonderful Death House, as regular viewers have seen so far.
Yes, as if the zombies and other shenanigans, and oh yes, the obvious plant garden in the basement somehow. Also, before anyone asks, yes, Chelsea will be by later. She's usually busy around this time on a Wednesday.
Yes. Now then, we shall begin where we left off last session, in which we cut to a door opening as if it was a Resident Evil loading screen.
Hint.
And as the door opens, we see Soretta and Soldar as they are now in the hallway, as they are now in a hallway from the keeper's bedroom, where they have left Vladislav, who is currently in some sort of medically induced coma, as they both left behind a residence familiar, as well as a very annoying, shall we say, Strahd fangirl to protect him. They are to head to the Tiger Room to see what secrets lie there, as that is what a note had said in order to move further on in their section of this wonderful mansion.
Well, let's carry on then. At the very least, we can go save this woman without the annoying girl. I just worry about leaving Vladislav with her. You gotta admit
Israel
that she's not going to be a best to leave around.
True. There's at least that's one thing you and I agree with. Sorcerer.
Could be worse. Okay. All right, fourth wall break. I forgot which way we're supposed to be heading since last week.
You just need to make a left and then a right to the Tiger Room, because that's where it is hinted where you must move forward.
Right. Well, so a left then a right.
So yeah, give me a sec to adjust my map here.
Fair enough. All right.
So as you can see in the sharing the screen, you see the word bedroom?
Yeah.
You just came out of this. You just came out of there. You just need to make a left, obviously, from this point of view, and then, well, just need to go up and then to the right.
Very well. All
So,
right. So I turn left. After motion for, and my brain keeps blinking on character names.
Soretta?
For Soretta to follow me. Follow me on this. Keep your dagger out.
Zaretta, I was gonna say Zaretta kind of like follows Zelda, but she also kind of looks back at the girl in Vladislav with a slight expression of worry on her face.
Soldar looks back. Don't worry too much. At the very least, unless Strahd were to show up, they're safe for now. And I don't think she's willing to do anything truly fatal to him, given what she just saw. And given that we've managed to intimidate her enough, I'm wondering if she's going to need a change of clothes. I think we're fine leaving her.
Hmm.
I gotta admit,
Zaretta kind of remains silent.
that's the first time putting a staff in someone's face has gotten that reaction from me in a long time.
I see you're not as. I see you do have a bit of darkness in you, sorcerer.
I have been
No,
I take no offense. I am too used to where I've had to travel. Let it never be said a paladin does not understand the dark or know of it. Even some of the most potent and strong of us have a piece in it. The question is not do we have darkness, it's does it rule us? And even as a sorcerer, I will still say no. I may have darkness. It does not rule me. What is in me knows its place. And the last time it tried to rise up in me, I taught it again. And yes, it's done that more than once. There are points where you learn to temper such things, lest they consume you. Which is what I'm worried about happening here to some others. Alright, so Alright. I'll ready a firebolt in one hand, and just in case, and I go to open the door. Because at this point, we're there.
all right. So
yes.
as you both approach this door to the tiger room, it says, "Tiger, tiger, burning bright in the forests of night, what immortal hand or eye could frame thy fearful symmetry?"
Another riddle. Another freaking riddle on a freaking... Do you even want to try and figure out what this means, or should we break the dang thing down?
Let's just break it. I'm getting tired of this. My feet are hurting. I'm tired, and I could use a bubble bath right now.
All right. Is there any way to easily break the door down, like hinges or anything that we see, or should we roll a perception check?
I would like you to roll a perception check.
All right, then.
Okay, also, I realized that they have a passive wisdom score that we can have a look that we can use.
I do.
Yeah, you got a passive wisdom perception of 13. I mean, hold on. Passive wisdom of 10 for you, Soldar, and passive wisdom perception 10 for you as well.
So is that a plus 10 to every roll?
No, it's just the number, so. Yeah, sorry, that's a 1d20. That's my bad. I'm sorry.
I was about to say. And a 7.
Okay.
All right.
Sorry, sorry about.
Oh God.
Okay, nope, the bot hates us. That's a nat 1.
Because absolutely.
I'm getting the power armor.
How about rolling a insight check as to what the riddle is about, maybe?
Oh, yeah, what's my insight? Oh, I get a nat 2 for that. Yeah, let's just do that.
Mm-hmm.
Actually,
And if
go
it
ahead.
doesn't work, roll your actual die.
Yeah. Go ahead and role play the door or not yielding for now.
The door just looks imposingly at you. You think you could open me up? Open me up? Fools! I am but the door to this
Did you
room.
have to give it a voice? I'm trying not to laugh.
Oh no, you just said just roleplay, so I just roleplayed the door.
Okay, that one's on me.
You spoke too literally.
I see I've wandered into Dread Gazebo territory. Good luck.
Oh god.
Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
I'm rolling it. Ignoring the gag bit, let's roll the insight. Oh, that gets me a
All right.
13. Do I figure anything out?
All right, so as you see the door, as you try to figure out what this poem means from the door, you see that there are eyes, that there are 4 eyes in each corner of the door, and that's the actual door itself looks like it's very ornately crafted to look like a forest. So perhaps you just need to somehow shine some lights upon these 4 eyes.
I don't have.
I believe in your equipment. I believe in your equipment, Sordar. You have a. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. You got a. Hey, Soretta, you got a tinderbox and 3 torches. You want to light one of them?
Yeah.
Okay. So
All
that
right.
leaves you with 1 tinderbox and 2 torches now.
All right.
Okay.
All right, Miss Serta, as you take out this torch and some tinder and light it, you then bring the torch closer to the eye, and it begins to glow. And it's like this. It's almost like a cat eye, but a monstrous looking cat eye. And as you light it up, it then stares deeply into your soul. Or it gives the impression of it.
Zaretta looked at it very curiously. She's not bothered by it. She's seen worse.
And I take you do the same thing to all 4 eyes?
She's just a little bit creeped out at the other eyes.
Yeah, these 4 eyes just, for some reason, only stare at you, Miss Serta, as you light them up, and they just seem to want to ever so slightly look at you slowly, as the door unlocks and opens to the next room.
Soldar glares at the eye. Eyes motions for a dagger. Motions for his dagger while that door opens. Purely out of
I'm gonna guess
instinct.
I guess you still have your staff on hand.
Yeah, that too. But there's a point where at some point you're just gonna grab a dagger to spite. But yeah, I didn't leave anything behind last I checked.
All right, and as you both enter this room, torches light it up almost instantly, and you see several of what appears to be heads of trophy hunts. Several bears, antelopes, and whatnot. Clearly, this family was very much big into game hunting.
Oh, good lord. Sweet
And
angel, give me
right-
strength. I am seeing a trophy room, and there are zombies running around this house. And it's Strahd's. Oh, Strahd's domain. Oh, dear. Great.
It is then,
Isn't this? Zaretta sarcastically says, "Isn't this fun?"
Yeah, sure. So is getting all your teeth pulled out individually without anything to numb the pain.
it is then that you guys also hear something else. It is a shriek that is meant to terrorize. So, you both remember when you first killed that one zombie and burned it to ash with your divine lights?
Mm-hmm.
Well, you both hear heavy or light armor clinking quickly, trying to approach the door. And it's so you both remember the person that was being snacked on, right?
They became a zombie, didn't
Yeah.
they?
Yep, and it's running towards the door.
Oh hells.
Get in. And then I shoved Strahd in and slammed the door shut behind us.
You, and as you do that, you hear the zombie just shrieking as it's trying to bust down the door, like a.
Strahd, please tell me you have something fire-based you can throw at its head if it gets in.
Well, she's got a lit torch.
Yeah. She contemplates throwing the torch. I hope you have night vision, sorcerer. She throws the torch.
I open the door just so she can throw the torch right at the thing's head.
It is before you throw the torch, Miss Soretta, that when Solar attempts to open the door, it is locked. But so while you can hear the zombie trying to bang against the door, the Strahd zombie bang against the door, he cannot open it.
I grab the torch before it hits the door.
Alrighty. And as you do this, Soldar, what do you say anything about the door locking?
Yeah. Oh dear. We might be stuck until we figure out how to open it. At the bright side, we can brace ourselves for the zombie afterwards. Hopefully. Barring there's nothing in here besides the lady we have to rescue. Which, given this is a trophy room, that might not be possible. I hand the torch back to Soretta.
And this with its new bright lights that you both keep, as well as the torches around the room lining up, that you see a very ornate looking shotgun on a rack on the far side of the room.
Huh. More of these weapons lying around. And since I don't trust shiny thing on the other side of the room to not be potentially booby trapped, it's time for another check. Let's see.
All right, roll me an insight check, please.
Right, at least that's a +2. +20 +2.
Oh,
Nat
nat
20.
20.
Nice.
So, as your eyes look around the corner, you see that there's something off about the roof. It looks like you see like a lot of scrapes near where there's like green paint, as if something about the roof seems to be able to go up and down. And you also notice that all the walls are flat. And
Nothing on the walls?
Other than for what appears to be like long scrapes against the paint, as if like someone took a stone and just slid it down to make the paint chip off. You notice that the shotgun that is mounted to the rack is very similarly ornated like the broken shotgun that you currently hold, or that the acolyte gave you.
Oh dear. That shotgun looks like the one the acolyte gave me. And the walls look like the dang ceiling is designed to roll down and squish anything in here. Which does not explain how these trophies have survived intact. Do I notice anything about them, or are they just kind of what you already described?
You also notice that those that those trophies also have very similar cat-like eyes, and they're all still staring at Seretta. It's as if this entire house loathes her presence.
Okay,
As if
all those things have eyes looking at you, Soretta. I think the house itself is starting not to like you.
Likely because of my infernal compatriot.
It would be abyssal in this case, sweetie.
Abyssal, sorry. Likely because of my abyssal patriot.
I mean, that's more than likely a good chunk of it, but at the other bit, I wouldn't be surprised if you not wanting a certain you know what on your neck to manipulate you, who might also have set this house on edge. But that one, I'm only guessing.
Well,
Right.
guess what, sorcerer? Right now, I'm just not in the mood to entertain this house's little issue
No,
with me.
neither am
Let
I.
it, let it, let it just stare at me.
Mm-hmm.
I quite like it.
All right. All right. Do I know, while I'm constantly being insightful, do I notice any pressure plate looking stuff on the floor or anything that looks like it'll trigger the traps?
no, it seems that whatever triggers this wall ceiling trap, it has to be something not it's not floor related.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you decide to take out the broken shotgun then?
Yep, taking it out, and just in case some reason I need to shoot it, I'll just keep it in hand.
Very well. As you pull out the broken shotgun, you notice it is quite heavy for a weapon that's supposed to be very ornate.
Hmm.
It's as
Soretta,
if this.
Soretta, did you handle this broken shotgun before? Refresh my memory.
Yes, I've handled such weapons.
This one particular, did you handle it?
So for you, Mr. Rita, you did not handle it. It was only the acolyte that was ever holding it, and
Oh,
and your
sorry.
yeah, and to your recollection, Soretta, you noticed that she was not only having trouble with it, but it looks like the reason why her hands were shaking was because of its weight.
Hmm. I haven't handled these weapons, but I have seen similar such weapons in the past.
Hmm. I now realize why the acolyte's hands were shaking. This thing weighs like almost it's an anvil. And given its design, it shouldn't even weigh that much. For some reason, this thing has excess weight. Beyond even the ornateness of it. No wonder she could barely handle the thing.
So, so do you guys decide to look around, or
Yeah,
do you?
because I'm not touching that thing on the shelf. Oh, because I instinctively recognize a trap trigger.
All right. Roll me another perception check.
A regular would be.
Okay, that's 0 for both of you, I'm afraid. So just a regular nat 20.
What? Wait. Did I
Oh,
just? Why did I?
Oh my.
uh, so Miss Sorita, as you notice, Soldar's perplexed as he looks around again. You sort of notice that there's something off about the rack that's the other ornate shotgun is currently mounted to.
Ooh. She walks towards it, starts examining it.
I walked to follow her.
All right, and as you get closer, you notice that the rack seems to be out a little bit, as if it's mounted as like a lever, and it's only slightly down, and you can tell that more as you get closer that there's like scratches along the paint of the sides of the rack. So say So it looks like it can go up and down, and that weight is necessary for this trap trigger.
Hmm.
Is she going to tell me this or keep it to herself?
She tells Saldar.
Hmm. And
So
if the big
what exactly do you say to him, Miss Serena?
Sorcerer, do you see this? This design? Have you seen it
yes,
somewhere?
I have. It's a lever design. Does this? Some of them require weight, some of them do not. What does this one look like to you?
She takes another closer look at the design. Hmm. You said
And
it was a what design?
It's a
it
lever
is a
design.
it's a lever
Lever.
design that requires weight.
It seems like we need something heavy
Oh
on
gee,
to.
oh gee, we have a.
Zora looked at Soldar, kind of implicating him.
Oh gee, we have a broken shotgun here, and we have that non-broken shotgun, which is somehow probably lighter than is needed, despite somehow being bigger. Do we want to risk this trap, or do we want to try and figure out if the door opens another way?
She did. We tried not to. There are options not to risk it.
Hmm.
Let's not try this, sorcerer, unless you're itching for another surprise fight.
Yeah. All right. At this point, I'm rolling an investigation because I smell shenanigans about the manifest. Wait, yes, that's a 1d20 with no modifier on me. Wait! That is 3 times tonight this sucker has rolled me a 7 twice in a row. I call bullcrap.
Break out the actual die.
On it. $17.
All right, so Sodar, as you look around again, you notice you then look upon the ceiling again, and there seems to be this sort of gem-like structure. This gem-like structure that just shines, and that's all it's doing. And as you continue to further look around, you notice a desk with what appears to be a book upon it.
Is that it?
Hmm.
Yes, that is or no, actually, wait, let me check my notes real quick. Let's see. See. You see. You see like a box of matches. And a small pouch with 10 gold, 1 green herb, and of course that book that I mentioned.
All right. I pocket the matches, the bag of gold, holding the green herb, and I mentioned that to Soretta. Let me. Oh, look at here. We have a gem like structure that's shining on the ceiling. We have a weird desk with a book, a box of, I think these are matches they're called, bag of 10 gold, keeping, and a green herb. Okay, that's it. I'm looking at the book.
Zora holds onto the green herb.
All right, as you read this book, Sodar, you notice that it is in the same type of handwriting that's you notice the other notes that the acolyte had shown you. This appears to what looks to you a different diary than what the acolyte was holding.
Oh, look,
The
our,
fir-
our little victim seems to have left another diary for us to read through. Fun times.
All right, and the first entry is let's see.
Do you want if this is the one I think it is, do you want me to read it out loud? I can be in character for this character.
Sure, I think it'll lend more if it's a female voice.
Okay. Lord Strahd and Lady Ludmilla came by today. Even though they insist I call them uncle and auntie, I could never, for they are the Lord of Barovia and his bride. I must offer proper respect as a daughter of House Corvinus. It is rare for her to step outside of Castle Ravenloft, but Ludmilla apparently wanted to see me after Mother told her I possessed a gift for magic. I was overjoyed upon hearing the news, for I've always looked up to Lady Ludmilla. She's a master magician and a powerful one at that, and it's through learning of her exploits in the field that I realized I wanted to become a wizard like her. Lord Strahd requested a demonstration of my skills, and I immediately provided. Our Lord and Lady were utterly impressed with my talent and expressed great enthusiasm for me to continue my studies in magic. To say I was ecstatic was an understatement. I've learned later that after they left to return to Castle Ravenloft, that Mother had arranged this meeting. She told me Ludmilla and her are old friends, and she was willing to do Mother a favor, just to make me happy. I am eternally grateful to Mother for such a momentous occasion. I hope I can one day study under Lady Ludmilla and possibly become a court magician myself.
All right. That's just the first entry, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I mentioned.
Is there?
At this point, I'm gonna say something out loud and go to the next one. So, looks like times were once good, and even Strahd has at his moments where he seemed decent. Dear Lord, how long ago was this? Well, rather,
Very long.
I think the other thing is, how much has time fractured around this area that Ravenloft is only the name of his castle here and not the realm we're in? What is this?
It is then that you notice upon the book that it is weathered and extremely old. Like, it seems to want to pass through time.
Oh, great. This thing's either starting to age or it's old as all get out. I carefully turn to the next entry.
All right. Diva, if you would, please entry 2.
The chef was acting rather suspicious. Ever since that strange priest came through the mists, he seemed tense. I've heard through the grapevine that apparently our house is supposed to have some king come from us. I fear for my cousin's safety, as Lord Strahd doesn't take such threats lightly.
Is that the end of entry 2?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let me. A priest came through the. Okay, this is either written to be confusing or they're not aware of what happened to them initially. And it's. Given what I've heard of Ravenloft, their minds could have been messed with whatever made this place like this. But a priest coming through the mist and mention of a king coming from their house? Yeah, I don't see Strahd taking that lightly. In fact, I see him getting... Oh dear, I think I know what happened in this version of Death House. At least I guess.
Please enlighten me.
A threat to Strahd's rule would be what a king would reference. And Strahd's not the type to take that lying down. You saw what he did to me when I was mouthing at him and being, in his view, slightly disrespectful. And I do mean that would qualify to him as slightly. Actual disrespect would have seen his hand or a sword through me. He considered me a nuisance, not much of a threat or not much to worry about. This would send him on a warpath instantly the minute word reached him. Even if he wasn't willing to tear down the entirety of the house, he would definitely want to know who and demand at bare minimum a permanent oath of fealty that they couldn't break. And that's assuming he thought they could be trusted to keep such an oath.
Do you think he killed this impetuous king?
I'm worried he might have done worse than killed, because again, Warpath Strahd doesn't play. but he will gladly make an example if he thinks there's a threat to prevent any chance. And you saw what he's like when he's being soft.
So who's to say that any of those creatures we fought might have been this bold king being described in this diary?
Too simple for him to do for an example. He'd do worse, but let me keep reading. I carefully turn to the next entry.
You'll have to forgive my language, but I am so goddamn pissed off. That Paposky brat demanded my newborn cousin as tribute, on top of the food they already produced for Lord Strahd's mortal agents and soldiers. I've never liked Strahd's little pet, but that whore I hate even more. My cousins are dead, no thanks to that harlot's bullshit plan to keep her hands clean after Valenta did her dirty work for her. I'll never understand how Escher even puts up with that bitch. Anastasia, I hope you rot in the deepest hell of Nessus for what you've done. Speaking of the hells, why did that Ilmitary priest have to come through now of all times? Vladislav and my extended family is most likely dead, all because of some childish temper tantrum from a bloodthirsty little brat. And to think, I thought Claudia had a temper, but even she's nowhere near as destructive or violent as Valenta. Father, what do we do?
Vladislav is related?
You also notice there's a lot of tear stains upon this diary entry.
What the hell went on that day?
Vladislav is related to her? He's from here. This is his family home.
It is then that stuff slowly starts to piece together in both your heads, such as the mention of his amulet of protection being odd, his name being on said amulet of protection, it being a image of a bat and a raven being like the Imperial reliquary of Warhammer 40k, where the bat head is to the right and the raven head is to the left, as half bodies are merged, with the black bat being blind while the raven being open. There's also the fact that he could just go to and fro from the mist, and none of his men ever could.
He's the threat.
Vladislav?
If he's not, he's related to the threat. And he's family to the lady we're supposed to rescue. But given how weathered this is and the tear stains, he's either the child in question or he's related. And at this rate, we might need... I'm not even certain how long ago this was. Unless something has preserved everyone here, I'm worried what we'll find when we get to the lady we're trying to rescue.
Miss Serena, it isn't that you remember a particular memory from when you were awaiting the audience of the Lady of Daggerford. You were in the library of Daggerford, just perusing the books, just wondering what the lady had held, and then you also come across Vladislav just simply reading a fairy tale book. What do you think of that moment?
Originally, she thought none of it, but was given this revelation. He suspects he has a couple of theories running through her head. And one of them might be more in line with what Soldar suggested. He might have been related to the woman they're trying to look for, like possibly a child of hers. He would be within the age of the woman, when the woman when this event took place. in the
This event,
diary.
from the age of the from the aging of the paper, Strata, you notice it was a good decade or more from the looks of how old the paper looked. And it is then you also remember that Vladislav doesn't know this place at all. You remember a conversation that you had with him in that library, just wondering what he was doing. And you remember him telling you that he had a heart for the old fairy tales. And when you asked him about his family, he just said that he was adopted by a lovely farming couple.
Now
So,
she kind of suspect that he might have been lying about that or tried to obscure his true origins.
all right then, roll me a insight check for that.
Just her?
Okay.
It
Yeah, just her.
Okay. For you, Soretta, that is a +2, so 1d20 +2. And if the dice is a butt, I am willing to let roll for you with my physical. Oh, nice.
cool.
The dice are at least not realizing we won't pull up with that.
All right, Miss Soretta, you originally think that he was lying about his origins, but you then look upon those memories of when you talked to him in Daggerford, the few times you did see him, and he actually seemed rather genuine that he had no knowledge of this place. The only thing he had of his origin was literally his amulet of protection that he didn't even know was a amulet of protection.
So it's likely that he might be related, but he was sent away either to obscure his presence from Strahd or as a secret of some sort.
Does she
So
keep
likely
this
he
to
He
taught
herself or tell
people about
me?
him. She shares it with Soldar.
Hmm.
All right, how do you describe it then?
Sorcerer, what
Yes.
if Last is of this place, but it was kept from him? Remember remember what he said earlier? He said that he was born to a a poor farming couple. It was what was it again? It was like it was like farming.
He
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 did
was
say that.
he was adopted by a poor farming couple.
So what if
Think, uh,
Sorcerer, what if Vladislav is the child of the woman we are looking for, but he just doesn't know. He was likely sent away either for his protection or to obscure a or as a secret,
More than likely, even
possibly.
if he's the Vladislav mentioned or he's the child, it's worse. No matter how you slice it, his memories are kept hidden for one reason: his protection. More than likely because they didn't want to challenge Strahd, but they could not bear to sacrifice a child who would be a threat to him because he was family. Which implies Strahd's going to be aware. And it might be why the Hellhounds not only went after us, they did so viciously. I was worried when it was so suddenly we were taken to this place, but I am sadly not surprised. Because again, Strahd wants to make examples if he assumes a threat. Either an oath of fealty or a vow to never return would be required. And from a child, he might not get either.
It was what if it was the parent
The parent
that
may
sort of
the parent would only last long as the child took to raise. Once Strahd would deem the child probably capable of meaning his own words, the child would be required to make the same oaths. Either a vow of fealty and submission or one to never return, permanent self exile for him and his bloodline, forever banished. no chance of interfering with him. Because again, he won't tolerate a threat. He's got patterns. He's known to be vicious, cruel, seductive, and cunning. But if given the word of someone in such a situation, he will expect them to keep it. He's considered Lord and Master of Ravenloft for a reason. The moment he is assuming you've kept your word, he'll keep his end. In this case, swear to serve him, the kid would have been left alone. Swear to never return and do so, him and his progeny are safe. However, the onus fully goes on the kid. If he returns neither way, the oath wouldn't matter. And if the family tried to hide or stow away the child to where we were, then that would probably be why the house is currently like this and why the lady went mad. Which means when we get to the lady we're trying to rescue, she may not be fully sane. We will probably have to, at the bare minimum, use his presence to calm her for whatever good it's going to do us.
That depends on if he's going to wake up sooner than later.
The fact
He
that
wasn't in
he's
such great shape when we found him.
No, but the fact he's at least alive, last we saw, I wouldn't be surprised if the lady at least recognizes, that acolyte recognizes he's one of the, he's someone from the family here, and even the familiar is aware enough to keep her from doing anything truly foolish, especially given what we just read. Is there any more entries in this thing or no?
There's more.
All right,
Yeah, there's more entries.
Okay, I turn to the next page carefully.
So,
All right.
okay. So, oh, okay.
Sorry, I meant to say go ahead and do entry 4.
Okay. So, not only were my cousins murdered by the machinations of Strahd's brides, or more accurately, his personal strumpet and his childish pet, Berez was decimated by yet another flash flood. The waters haven't receded and are beginning to stagnate, though word has reached my ear that there's magic afoot. Something about some hag settling there and making things worse. I fear I cannot confirm or deny after being told to move my things to the west wing. Now the land is without food, and I am without my cousins. I've watched them grow, live, and die peacefully, but now I feel a hole has resided where my heart should be. But now I feel a hole has resided where my heart should have been. Mother always went on and on about how terrible man things are, especially after Father's infidelity. So why do I not feel that same intense hate every time I see my sweet little cousins? Almost all of them were boys, who then grew up to be sweet, caring men who are always gallant towards me and their wives. Actually, correction. Who are always gallant towards me, my sisters, and their wives. Even now, I still don't understand why Father cheated on my... even now, I still don't understand why Father cheated on Mother. Yet, I fear writing this, but I have to. Recently, I've heard nonstop screams of anguish coming from their room. And it was Father's screams. I thought it was strange that after learning of carnal reproduction in my youth, that Father was always loud when they went to bed. But the screams now sound torturous. I used to listen to the stories he would tell of his time as Lord Strahd's loyal lieutenant under Chamberlain Wahaden. But why does it seem like he's been suffering for so long?
That the end?
Yep.
Yeah, for this entry.
Either the pairs are into some kinky sex, or
She was
This
torturing
is-
her husband more than likely, sadly.
yeah.
Though if I had to guess, based on what I'm sensing and what I'm reading, this is where things get ugly. Because I would not be surprised if either she's lying or she's assumed something that's twisted her. This is beyond puzzling and worrisome. I have a hunch the next entry and anything else in this diary is going to make us have our skin crawling by the end. I carefully turn to the next entry. Is that the last one?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
All right. Diva, entry 5, if you would.
Apparently, Mother requested use of my familiar, Laszlo. She mentioned something about proving herself right about man things, but why would she lock me away in my domain without my best friend? And if she wants to prove her point about man things, does she intend to let them hurt my wolf? Now, it's around here that her handwriting is getting very, very messy, but you can still read through it.
Mm-hmm.
I've been in the West Wing for a few days, and I already feel like I'm going mad. The only comfort I have is that I still feel Laszlo, as if he's trying to let me know he lives. All this started as soon as Claudia helped Mother with the magic upon the house, and it's horrifically finicky, thus making it hard for me to sense him. I hope he's all right. My sweet little Laszlo. I swear, if and when I see you again, you're getting the finest ear scritches and belly rubs and the best venison dinner Drusilla can cook up.
Oh, look, Shear's here. Hi, guys.
Hey, Chels.
And we're
Chelsea.
still wrapping up me and Serena's section.
Okay.
It got long.
Oh, so it was good I wasn't here then.
Eh. All right. This is the last entry, and if I had to guess, I hate being right, but I'm right for a different reason. The Dane House's enchantments are part of what drove the Lady of the House mad and have messed with even a familial connection? Now, given AO and your patron can pass through, it means it's not that powerful, but it's worrisome enough it can do that in its own boundaries. At least we know the familiar is still connected to his mistress, but communication is probably not something they can do often. We can only hope she is sane. And I have noticed no other way out of this room but the lever. And now I am worried. Alright. Okay, I am going to roll an insight check on that gem thing on the ceiling, because that's nagging me.
$15. Oh,
No.
That's me.
13.
So, as far as you could tell, Slor, it is very much breakable, but you have to be very, very accurate with whatever it is you're going to try to use against it.
Do you want to tell Serena so she can use Eldritch Blast on the glass?
Yeah. That gem thing on the ceiling. I think if you use Eldritch Blast, it should shatter. You're just gonna have to aim very carefully.
Zoretta starts preparing Eldritch Blast.
Alright, roll me a charisma check to see if you can accurately hit it.
Okay, so for you, Serena, it's a +3. Actually, +5. 1d20 +5.
20. Okay. Oh, come on.
Do you want me to roll a physical dice for you, sweetie?
Yes.
Or how about this? Hearing the grim and sordid tale of the daughter of this particular woman has given you inspiration to try to make another hit. So roll again
All right.
with the bot, and if it doesn't work this time, I'm breaking out the physical dice. 10. Does it hit?
Yeah,
Seems like it hits. No? Okay.
yeah, it'll hit.
Yay.
Oh, thank God.
So, Miss Soretta, as you use this Eldritch Blast upon the gem at the center of the ceiling, it shatters, but nothing really happens other than locking mechanisms other than the sound of locking mechanisms. But you don't know where.
Hmm.
But the door has definitely not been unlocked.
Did you just hear that, sorcerer?
I did, but it's not the door we came in. All right. That means it's time for let's see. Would that be investigation, insight, or perception?
What are you trying to do?
Figure out where the sounds came from.
That would be investigation.
And unfortunately, Soldar, got a
It's flat 20.
0.
And I got a 10.
So all you know, Soldar, is that it's whatever locking mechanisms you heard was only for the ceiling and nothing else.
Wait. Were those locking mechanisms something opening or something in locking shut?
It was locking shut something above the ceiling.
Okay. That's potentially a good thing. Okay. So I'll tell Sorta. I think that was whatever mechanism lowers the ceiling locking shut. I think. Don't assume I'm right. We may have to blast the thing open anyway.
All right. What would you guys like to try to do next?
Well,
You want to try to put the gun on the lever since whatever was supposed to.
I'll swap the gun for the other gun.
All right. As you do so, as you pull the gun that's on the rack off of it, it lifts up, and then as you put the broken gun onto it, it weighs down heavily more. So the original position is from the original position that you saw it before you took off the old gun, it's now lower. And then you start hearing locking mechanisms begin to unlock the door.
Open the door.
But the ceiling trap hasn't been activated.
Okay, so wait, the door we came in, but there's no other door in the room?
Yeah, there's no other door in the room.
There's no door, there's no seeming shelf or wall or anything, and the place where the rack is doesn't look like there's anything that can move.
Nope.
And what the
Now
hell
there's-
are we doing in a room like this?
I have no idea.
Apparently,
Is
apparently the house wanted you to know exactly what you were dealing with.
It is then, Sodor, that you realize the notes about the tiger room are a lot different in terms of handwriting than the actual diary. Which means they do not match. Whoever those notes were from the ones that the acolyte found before you read the diary are someone else's entirely. They were far too elegant and far too competent than the diary of a grieving family woman.
Okay, we've been lied to. Those notes we found were not the same person writing this. As those were too dang neat, too dang elegant, and too carefully worded. This was meant to be a trap. And there's a zombie outside the unlocked door.
Oh, hell.
All right, that's it. You go ready to open it. I'll ready a firebolt. Old name for or where I hope its head is. Be ready yourself with something to blast it, because we're at the very least gonna have to fight our way back. And reveal the
Zaretta
diary.
door and prepares to open it. She also has her staff in her other hand, preparing another Eldritch Blast, just in case if he misses.
Right.
And
As you both-
just a note, if your attack hits Miss Rena, Soretta, you get a +3 to your damage, and it'll also push the zombie back.
Nice.
So who should attack first?
Zoretta decides to give Soldar this one.
All right. What do I roll first for this?
I
For
believe
your
is it
charisma,
charisma or wisdom?
charisma sorcerer.
Okay,
1d20 plus 5 then for charisma.
Mm-hmm.
That's 12.
12.
All right, that's a hit. But you can only hit the torso.
Well, at the very least, I set the dang thing on
Only hit
fire.
the torso.
Roll
Okay.
damage.
That is-
1d10 plus 5.
1d10 plus 5, which means... Oh, not...
All right.
Whoa.
Full 15 damage.
Oh,
That's a critical hit.
That's a dead
Oh.
zombie. That you're not getting cut. You're not coming back from that much immolation.
all right.
Nice.
As Sarita opens the door quickly, and the Strahd zombie finally managed to lumber inside, it looks up at finally not bang against the door, only for its white eyes to widen as a fireball. It starts incinerating it, and it just starts screaming in pain before falling over dead.
That was ridiculously anticlimactic, but I am not ever arguing against it.
Nice shot, Sorcerer.
I didn't. I was aiming for the head. I'm still surprised it went down so easy. Huh. Must have
It is then that
overpowered
you-
it. Oh well. Works
It
in our
is then that
favor.
you see. It is then that you see several shiny items, a couple of gold coins, a dog tag, and a key.
I grab of the gold coins. The dog. I grab the dog tags and a key, and I look first at the dog tags closely. What do I see on them?
It says Durin Manhir. It says Durin Manhir. Here, place of birth, Hobbiton. Date of birth. 11/27/716, and lastly, his next of kin, which is a Mr. and Mrs. Rakeen.
Interesting
Sure.
bit of information for this. I then look at the key. Hey, is it just a normal key or?
It is what looks like a shield key and the shield is the form of like one of those old school police badges.
Ah. So
And
like
it's
one of the
then-
ones with like 5 points or a different kind.
Let me I'm gonna adjust my map real quick to. So okay.
Yeah, wonder
Map.
where Reyes and I are on the map. I know it's not my turn, but I'm
All right.
just
So
wondering.
you see that symbol for. You see that
Oh,
symbol
that
there?
kind of shield. Okay, that's what I was wondering. Because there are multiple times of police when I think of shields, because sometimes that's a sheriff's star that also gets mistaken. Okay.
Yeah, that's the shape of the key for that door.
All right. Well, it appears we were misled as to where to go. We got to go back to that room real quick and see if the familiar can help us find his master, because otherwise we have no chance of finding her in time.
So is this the transitional point?
Yes.
I would actually like to get back to the room and at least lay some foundation for next time, but that's up to you guys.
Let's lay the foundation first, then we switch over to Char and Aurelius.
Okay.
Just give us a little bit more time, sweetie.
Okay, I know.
All right. As you both walk back out and you knock on the. You obviously knock on the door to the safe room, and You hear several locks, as well as something cock from behind the door, as it is slowly opened, and you just see the acolyte scared, but it is relieved that it's just the both of you. Oh, thank goodness! Have you brought the lady, one of the ladies back?
No, it was a trap. We found her diary. Someone intended to kill us in that. The room was designed to squish flat anyone in there. And a zombie followed us to just outside before we could figure anything else out. Zombie's dead, trap disarmed, found this diary. She's not there, and I think something's been partly interfering with her familiar's connection into her. At least on her end from the writings. And the notes we found are not the same lady who wrote this diary. Her last entry is erratic and terrified, not the calm writings we just found earlier.
She looks horrified with a hand over her mouth. Oh my gosh! And
I'll
that's
give you-
when you. Oh, sorry, go on.
I'll give you one worse. Our friend is mentioned by name in this diary. He's related. This has gotten more complicated.
She then looks at the still unconscious Vladislav, whom the familiar is currently rubbing its head against his hand. That's off the bed.
Zaretta kind of is next to him, watching over him.
Do you?
Nixon.
Sorry, what?
I was saying Zaretta's kind of like next to Vladislav's unconscious body, watching over him. She's taking out some of the herbs, see if she can like try to make some type of healing potion to help him heal quicker.
So I'm gonna need you to roll a wisdom check for that.
Actually, she has medicine.
No. This is for specifically for something different.
Oh, okay. Okay, so for you, sweetie, wisdom is just a regular 1d20. If the dice is a butt, I'll see. If the dice is a butt, you at least have one more bit of inspiration because you literally just survived a Strahd zombie.
It's an 11. She might need it anyway.
18.
Oh, that was
Okay,
correct.
so her inspiration caused her to use a wisdom.
All right. So, Miss Serta, before you try to bring out the herbs to in the hopes of awakening him, or at the very least healing him, you then realize this affliction is spiritual in nature, which means it will require some very specific spell in order to dispel it. But it's currently being held at bay thanks to his amulet of protection, which you see is currently smoking black.
It's not. It's just she whispers to herself, "It's not gonna last for very long." It's very clear. Like he gets clear. It's like this amulet protection is on its last legs.
Yeah.
Do I have anything I can use on this or no?
Well, hold on. Let me take a look. Let me see. I'm reading up your stuff right now.
If you can't find anything, I think I have an idea.
Hey guys,
Okay,
look, I have tears. I could cry.
Nice.
Let me see. What do you have in mind?
All right, so Soldar, it is then that your eyes glow for a second, and then they go back to normal. And the instructions you are given is to place a hand upon his amulet of protection.
I do so.
And as you do so, you then feel almost as if a heavy weight has just been placed upon your body, as Sereta and the acolyte and the familiar see bright light shine from your hand go into the amulet of protection. And slowly but surely, the black smoke slowly dissipates to but like a very, very small poof. It's not it's not completely restored, but it's currently but it's restored to the point of where it can at the very least last a couple of more hours. And with this, Sodar, you have to take a knee because you're very much a little exhausted because of the flowing of spiritual energies.
I've bought us a few more hours. I am exhausted from that. I am honestly not going to be doing much for a bit. If you have anything, and you can think of it, Soretta, that like anything for spiritual affliction that you or your patron may know, now's the time. Cause
Sarah considers contacting Pale Knight, seeking her patron's guidance, or to at least find out more information about what's affecting Vladislav.
It is then that your eyes go black, and the scenery around you turns to gray, black, and white. And you then see Pale Knight, her face covered by her face and body covered by obviously the a white sheet from before, and her red eyes bare onto your visage. You call for my aid.
Yes, mistress, I must know what is affecting my friend. Do, do, do you recognize this curse upon
She
him?
she then slowly turns her head to Vladislav's state, and much to your shock, you Vladislav is shining very brightly in this plane. And then she turns back to you with the eyebrow raised. You want me to assist you with someone who is ordained by the light?
It's a long story, my mistress, but this one is my friend, and he seems to be connected to all this happening with Strahd. So
She
just
then
for the ones, I will allow myself to come to was that term to like associate, but to associate with someone that you don't particularly like.
A lie.
Yeah, I'll ally with this one.
she then her eyebrows then go back to normal, but she is still perturbed. Her body language seems like it's contemplating. So this is an ally of yours.
You could say that.
She then looks back at Vladislav, and so then she turns back to you. Very well, then. I shall tell you of the affliction, then. It is a curse of lycanthropy.
Lycanthropy, as in werewolves.
Yes. And it is a demonic of sorts. I can smell the stench from the lower planes. Related to an old god I once fought, named Tashban. He didn't particularly like that the upstart couldn't come into my domain despite being a war god. So he then became a god of curses.
Hmm.
It appears that either Strahd or some demonic entity had managed to bite him and is now trying to turn him into one of dear Tashban's servants upon the earth.
One of us. One of us.
You're not
Mistress,
wrong.
mistress, can this curse be reversed in any way? Can it be undone?
Yes, but it requires that of a very skilled mage who just so happens to be upon this floor. First, you must go to the room that has the symbol of that key that your fellow Warlock of Light has. There, it will release a mechanism that will unlock the door to her domain. But be warned, my dear, it seems she's gone mad. And
I
after all, why not let him die? Or turn. It'll definitely stick it to Ao of all people.
As much as I love to ridicule the god of light, this one has some uses. Thank you, my mistress. It was quite helpful.
She then places a hand upon your shoulder. If you truly want to spite Ao, then perhaps lead your friend astray when he is saved.
Yes.
It is in that. And then with that, she places a gentle kiss upon your forehead, and then goes back to the abyss.
Aw, how sweet.
She's
And
quite sweet and reasonable for demons.
Most demons will act that way until you actually know why.
Sorry, I've seen Fear and I know how this ends.
Yeah, we all
But
do.
but it's just interesting to entertain.
All
Yes.
right.
All I can say is
It is then that you. It is then that you.
Ahem.
Sorry, I'm trying not to spoil.
It is then that Miss Sorta, you finally feel a
really?
gulp of air go back into your lungs after that communication session. Do you relay what you have learned to Soldar?
Yes, she does.
All right, please do.
Sorcerer, you might want to take a seat. I have a lot to tell you. Apparently, what afflicts Vladislav is a curse of lycanthropy. And it can only be broken by a mage, a powerful one. And my mistress has informed me that this mage is on this very floor.
Let me guess. The irony would be that it's the key I have, correct?
Yes, key with a similar symbol.
Mm-hmm. And given what I've already had, they are potentially whispering, your lady still wants you to try and betray me, correct?
Let's just nip that in the bud and focus on Vladislav.
Fair enough, but do
Tradition.
remember to remind her Ao's always aware when she's talking, and he tolerates neither a liar nor oathbreaker. He has no problem defending me if she causes this party to come to ruin. While he will let me do my best is to struggle on my own, there are lines even your lady needs to remember that aren't to be crossed. The last few who tried no longer exist, and I'm probably one of 10 mortals, mostly mortals in my case, who are aware of them having once existed.
Yes, yes, sorcerer, your god's bark is worse than his bite. Can we please get back to the subject of Vladislav?
Did she mention anything about the mage?
Maybe.
It has something to do with the symbol that's on this key.
That much I figured, which means it'll tell us which room it is. However, did she mention anything about the mage in particular? Not where the mage is.
She just said that this mage was on this floor somewhere. Not specifically the location, but if they're close by, then that should be more than enough.
Classified.
So we have no idea if this mage has gone mad, is sane, is maybe half alive. That's fun. We're playing a special gambit then. Because I'm at least going to have to potentially knock her out.
My mistress loves for us to go through the she likes to have her
Trials.
war
trials. Is that the word you're looking for?
Yeah, trials. I'm sorry, I'm a bit out of it at the moment. She likes to have her um
Followers.
followers.
Uh,
Yeah, her
okay.
followers go through her trials to prove herself, always keeping us sharp.
I'm
You
aware.
never know.
I'm aware of part of that. I am also aware she has no problem leaving subtle hint and instructing her followers to not reveal those subtle hints. Her reputation, unfortunately, precedes her heavily. So I'm going to have to assume that we're not dealing with a sane mage, but the mage powerful enough to do it regardless. Hopefully, it might also be
Totally
the lady we're looking for. In fact,
possibly.
I look towards the familiar. What's that wolf's name again?
Laszlo.
Laszlo.
Vaslov?
Laszlo.
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 Like Laszlo Cravensworth from What We Do in the Shadows.
Oh. Laszlo.
You're dead and out of this world.
Okay. Laszlo.
It is
Is
then
your
that the
lady in the on this floor, and or do you have no way of telling?
the uh the familiar Laszlo perks up and then tries to sniff and then looks at the diary in your hand and starts sniffing it and then starts sniffing the floor and then points out the door.
Open the door.
That's at least something, which means this might be her. And if this diary is any true, she's gone mad, or at least she's been driven mad.
It is then that you hear the whines of Laszlo of it probably being the case.
And you've just and that confirms
Sorcerer,
it.
are you ready to deal with a mad mage?
A mad mage who might have some other manner of empowerment. It sounds like my normal day. Unfortunately, when I'm having to be out on any quest, I am seriously already at a point where I am considering just the minute we find her, taking my quarterstaff, knocking her unconscious, and then dragging her back here so she at least doesn't hurt herself or anyone else.
Then rest up because it's going to be another long night.
I don't think we have much time. What I did isn't going to last that much longer. We have a few more hours. If I had to guess, 3 to 4 at most.
All right, then let's head out to the mage. The sooner the better.
Yeah, like I said, we ain't got much time. Laszlo, I am not certain about taking you if this is your mistress. I don't want you harmed or her. So please, for both your stakes, stay here. Guard Vladislav and the Acolyte.
It is then that the is then that Laszlo gets on his hind legs and trying to stand as if attention and raises its paw up as if trying to salute.
Cute.
Good boy. All right. Once more into the breach, as I've heard, because good Lord, by all the gods we've had and that are actually decent, we're gonna have to pray and hope that this doesn't completely mess with us. I already know for a fact Ao's invested in keeping me alive here, which means, as much as I hate to needle your lady again, and Soretta, I have to remind you and her, any attempt to harm me at this point will probably backfire at her directly. Not you, not any of her followers, her directly. Don't ask how I know that. Because at this point, I think his ire at everything going on here has been raised. And if his ire's raised, the last time I heard him be that way, I mentioned, and I used to follow Lathandar, and I felt full blast of him.
Zoretta rolls her eyes, not really taking what he says seriously.
Go ahead and roll your eyes. Just be warned. I'm only obliged to warn you. I am not obliged to make you listen.
Can we
So,
just go, sorcerer?
We can go.
okay, so this is where we transfer to Cher and Aurelius.
Oh, yes, it
Yes.
is.
Okay, Chelsea, you're up.
Um,
As
what
a
my character motivation?
Well, we'll get to that. Give a sec. Let the transition happen.
And as we transition with the Resident Evil loading screen of a door opening and closing, we then come to
Oh, hey, I gotta be right back. I won't be too long. I just gotta step out real quick.
Okay.
we come
Well,
to
We can still lay out some backstory stuff between
Yeah,
these scenes.
yeah, go ahead. I won't be too long.
we then come to Aurelius and Cher. Let's see if my notes are if I remember correctly.
they fought off a zombie and were able. They managed. Basically, she hoofed the Strahd armor sets to death.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
And I
yes.
Yeah.
talked the resident ravens from not attacking them.
Ah yes. So as you and Aurelius leave the armor room after having dealt with the animated armors.
I say, Cher, you did a good job beating up those zombies in horse form. Oh, thanks, you, Sir Alias. I appreciate it. How did you learn how to do that? Lots of practice, Aurelius. Oh, that's just so smart.
well, well, you could also reference that because of your connection to the land, thanks to your goddess Shantia, it's much easier for you to take on forms of animals that are found in farmlands because your druid circle focused on growing crops.
Yeah, with that. uh, gosh, don't then faith. The
Well,
forest goddess helped me with the transforming the into animals easier, which makes all the effort much more effective. Oh, I
uh,
see. How clever.
you don't mind if I roleplay as Aurelius real quick?
Yeah. Okay.
Truly, you must be a blessing from Lathander, for he and Shanti are divine lovers. And I surely have already made known my affections towards you, my lady.
Oh yes, I love your affections. So charming.
It is then that you both hear a door unlock. And it is to a door around the that's around the armor room. So let me just get my map back up. Well, a
Okay.
different map back up anyway. All right, so you see where the armor room is, correct?
Oh wait,
Yeah.
hold on. Let me get the
Yeah, no,
Hold on a
understand,
sec. I was
Els.
away for a hot sec.
armor room.
All right, so you see where my hand is, where the armor room is? The door unlock, and it is to this yellow square right here.
Shall we investigate, my lady?
Yes, we shall, my
Good sir.
good sir. I was gonna say something. White
Okay,
stallion.
sorry about that.
Just a heads up, I kind of had to roleplay your character charming up Cher.
And I also did the same thing.
And he mentions how Lathander must have blessed him to have brought a druid of Shanti into his life because Shanti and Lathander are divine lovers.
With the red thread of love or something.
Well, in this case, it'd be a golden thread considering god of dawn and goddess of grain.
Right.
Oh. Okay. That makes
Right.
sense.
As you both walk through this hallway, you notice that there's a set of stairs, but they are blocked off. Like, there's
Aurelius,
no.
I see stairs and there's a note.
Uh,
You want to read the note?
That's
It looks
sure.
important.
it says it is to the attic, and it is unfortunately locked off until you can complete until till mechanisms are finally done.
Okay, let's check out the mechanisms to go up into the stairs.
It is then that you also notice a door to your left from where the stairs are.
Oh, look, stairs. Let's go this way.
All right. As the both of you walk towards this door, you are. Do one of you try to open it?
I try opening it. I can't do it. It's 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 a heavy door. Aurelius, help me.
I I can open it for you.
All right.
Thank
I want you to roll a perception check then, both of you, please.
Okay, for you. Okay, for you, Cher, aka Chelsea. That is a 1d20 plus 5 because you are high in wisdom.
Mhm.
And for you, Aurelius, you just have a 1d20 plus 1. And don't worry, Cher, if turns out the dice are being mean, I got my physical ones here to help you, okay?
Okay. Also, I'm not mad. It's the key bindings that the motions.
All right.
Like I said, for a moment, I was worried when you were glaring a bit earlier. Well, I thought you were glaring, but I was wrong.
Yeah. The +1?
Plus 5 for you.
+5.
Okay, I am rolling for you. And just to show that I'm not cheating, this is for Cher,
Okay.
and this is going to get a plus 5.
Yeah.
14.
Cool.
So that's
that's
19,
19.
sweetie.
Okay, 19.
So, with both of your 19s, you realize this door is locked. However, there is a riddle right next to it, and it reads, "To come to read, you must unlock the from a time of rest to a room of digest."
Do we have to eat the door? You digest food by eating stuff. I don't want to eat a door.
And then right next to it is literally the location of where one of the of where the area where you must go, which is called a resting room, aka or a bedroom.
AKA a save point.
Aurelius, as you look upon the map, let me just rearrange it again real quick. Sharing my
Just
screen.
chilling.
Bring it back.
Well, just as a heads up, Chelsea, you did use up a lot of magic and by transforming into animals, so you might want to take a rest here temporarily. But hey, you can cuddle with Aurelius, and you only need 4 hours to recharge.
Okay.
You're like a little Energizer bunny because you're an elf.
All right, Aurelius, as you look upon the map and you notice a symbol upon what looks like a physical map upon the door, it is leaning towards this room. This room that the hand is over,
Right,
called
right.
resting room. It is there that you must go in order to unlock this room.
I say let's go there because I think both characters do need a rest.
Yeah, we need a rest.
Very well then. As you both walk towards this area and turn the corner and you enter this room, it seems like a very well used it looks like a very well used bedroom. At the very and then you see and so I take it you both decide to take a gander and look around first before using the bed.
Yep.
Yeah.
You said to cuddle, right?
He is deliberately being smarmy. Also, Chelsea is apparently deliberately being cute.
I forgot to unlock.
All right, I want you both to roll perception checks.
Okay.
Chelsea!
Well, you said to cuddle, right? We're cuddling.
Chelsea!
What?
Please.
A little too much action. Oh, okay.
We'll
Right.
let him know is all I'm
Please.
saying. Maybe cool it, please. Just a bit.
Well, widows are known to be amorous of the elven sub races.
I know this.
Also, just
Well,
dead
elves.
characters.
There's a reason why knife fear insults get flown around on the internet.
Okay, so Chelsea, you need to roll. Oh, you already rolled?
No, I rolled.
He rolled on. Let me roll. I got distracted.
Okay, so for you it's a 1d20 plus 5.
Damn, that was funny.
So, like I said, roll a 1d20 plus 5.
Yo.
Okay. Both of them are 10.
All right, so you both, for the most part, just noticed several small nightstand next to a bed with several torches lit. You also see another door to another room. But that is currently locked as well. So for the most part, it seems like as long as you just lock the current door that's unlocked, you both should be fine for a short rest. There is, however, a book on a nightstand.
Do you want to read the book before you crash?
Sure. It says book.
Okay. Well,
What?
if you want to give it to Aurelius and he can read it out loud to you, you can.
He read the last thing.
So
What do
you
I
want to
have
read this one. So you
Yeah.
want to read this one. Okay.
All right, so Cher, as you begin to snuggle into this warm bed, you then take the book upon the nightstand, and you notice it is very well worn and almost used to the point of almost falling apart, but you handle it with care. And when you open up the cover, it says diary.
Ooh, it's a
And
diary.
it's like very, very badly spelled.
Spoon prank.
Ah, I like your not grammar. My favorite.
All right, Diva, if you could
Gladly.
please recite entry 1 of Claudia's diary entry.
Okay. Okay. Entry 1, but also notice that the pages are loaded with massive misspellings and the page is pretty much chicken scratch.
It's like I spelled it. It's like I wrote the book or something.
Okay. Entry 1.
I got to sit on Daddy's lap again today. He told us of a great battle with a dragon and how he held his ground long enough for Uncle Strahd to slay the beast. They're both so cool. Okay.
So,
Do you turn the page?
Yeah, I turned the page.
all right. Entry 2, if you would, Diva.
Mommy said I'm gonna be a big sister. I can't believe it. I won't be a little sister anymore. Bella will still tease me about it, though. Uncle Heisenberg laughed when I said my first, much to everyone else's shock. I got to see Cousin Vlad today, though Uncle Heisenberg was sad when I asked where Auntie Alicia was. But hey, I finally get to be a big sister and a cousin now.
Yay.
What do you two make of this?
Good poetry. Yes, I'll go with that. Good poetry. Yes.
I can speak for myself, thank you.
Yes, I do it for you. Just kidding. You can speak.
I'd say, like, well, this seems like this was the room for a little girl.
Yeah.
Are there any plushies in this room signifying that this is the case?
You see a couple of plushies, but they look very old and worn, and they could fall apart at the seams.
Ooh. I'm not
What
gonna
are
pick
they
it up.
like? A bat, or are they like a bat or a wolf?
One is that of a bat, and the other is that of a raven.
Mm.
I thought one of them would be like a hay doll made of a corn husk. Hey, babe,
Well,
this is you. Want to talk? Oh, oops. Oh no, I throw you in the trash. Ooh.
and okay, so do you want to turn the next page?
Turn next page.
Entry 3, if you would, please, Adiva.
I got to see Cousin Vlad get married today. I got to be the flower girl despite my crassness. Little sister Drusilla said I looked great in a dress. Ah! I hate dresses! At least I got to see my new cousin Justina. She was very nice, and she looked so pretty in her white dress.
Is that all the pages, or is there more?
There's more. There's like
Five.
there's 5 more pages, but they're very short.
Okay.
Okay, do you read the next page?
Next page.
Cousin Maria let me hold Cousin Maximov. He looks so much like Auntie Alicia.
And do you roll and you go for the next page?
Yes.
Yeah.
I got to play with the lark today during the Berez Harvest Festival. I had some great roast too. He laughed when I looked at him and saw sauce on my face.
And
What?
what do you think so far?
So far so good.
What do you think, Aurelius? What kind of character is coming off with these entries?
Um, Again, a girl excited, but there is something deeper about this that I can't put my finger on quite yet.
The cryptid.
All right.
Do you all, do you go to the next page? You got 3 more to go.
Okay, sure. Next page.
Got to see Gregory today thanks to Cousin Christoph. Even saw Uncle Strahd today. He was surprised by my strength when I lifted up his stony cart with one arm. Even Uncle Rahadim was impressed.
Next page.
Franz is gone. Ricardo and Eon too. I never got to see Vladislav. That bitch Valenta killed them. I want her head and I want her dead.
Next page.
I hate that harlot Uncle Strahd keeps around. Anastasia, whoever that broad's name, she's the whore who caused all of this. Besides, she was never nice to me. If I see her or that other bitch, I'll kill them both.
Somehow this doesn't seem like a little girl anymore. She aged rapidly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could say that.
It mentioned straw too.
Also notice a name that popped up.
Strahd. He owns a
Vladislav.
straw. Oh, Vladislav.
Yeah. What? We're going to have to ask him about that when we find them.
Okay.
Anything else you divined from this book?
I don't know, something of how she says something with cultists or something. I don't know.
Well, she mentioned she had a lot of cousins.
Hmm.
She loved them very much, but then something happened to her cousins that resulted in their death. And
Brainwashing. Ooh.
And she's blaming these two figures called Anastasia and Valenta. And she is very mad at them.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, she calls Strahd, the vampire that almost killed you and bit Soretta right in front of you, and used gravity magic on Aurelius and backhanded Soldar and rizzed up Elsensia right in front of you.
Oh.
An uncle.
And yet this person's referring to him as uncle.
Oh, uncle.
Does it hint that he might have been a decent person once? Or is he playing favorites?
You're in the wrong neighborhood.
So, what do you do now that you're done reading the book? Do you tell Aurelius?
Aurelius, I'm tired.
Well, do you give him the book before you fall asleep on him?
Yeah, what's yeah, let's put the gosh. Why is I'm gonna put the book back?
All
I
right.
think chair is broken. I'm not broken. Who said I was broken?
Did you know that being tired can actually make you feel like you're drunk?
That sounds about right.
Can confirm that.
All right. So as you both rest for about a good couple hours, you finally wake back up, and you notice that the light hasn't necessarily changed. It's almost as if the daylight and nightlight, or nightlife, life, as the daylight and the night light are essentially the same in this place. Well, in this
Seems like
area,
the lights
anyway.
are strange.
Fairly perplexing.
Would you say something along the lines of, even Lathander's light can't reach here?
Even the lantern's light
That,
can't
that's
reach.
that would be directed at that would be Aurelius's line.
Even Lathander's light can't penetrate here.
Indeed.
And as you both rise to eventually take on the rest of this mansion, you notice something about a painting next to a wall, or next on the wall next to the door. It looks like a bedroom, a room full of deer, and a room full of fish. And it seems to be highlighting specific items, such as for the bedroom, a chessboard. For the room full of deer, it's a very particular set of trophy heads. And then for the fish tank room, it's fish that are green, red, and blue.
Red fish, blue fish, one fish.
I want you both to roll an insight check.
Okay.
Okay, for you, Share, insight is 1d20 plus 3, because you have a benefit to wisdom. And Aurelius, you need to roll a 1d20 plus 1.
I'm not too off hand on the rail tonight, am I?
I I hate this bot.
Do you want me to roll a 1d20 for you, Aurelius, or
Sure.
okay? Turning on my camera just to prove there's no cheats going on here, no hacks. Okay, 13.
All right, so
That's a plus 1, so that's 14.
wait, didn't Shells just roll a 15?
I roll it wrong.
Oh,
No, that was for me because the bot hates us all.
She rolled a 10, and Aurelius just rolled a 14.
Wait a minute. Give me 1 second to look real quick.
What's Chelsea's modifier on that roll?
10. I mean, 5.
Oh,
Okay.
5.
Yep, she got it right then.
Actually, sorry, sweetie, but you need to re-roll to 1d20 plus.
Darn. No
You want me to
blackjack.
No. What was it? What's her modifier?
plus 3?
Then we just make that a +3 instead of a +5, so it's a 13.
Okay, so she rolled 13, he rolled 14.
Okay, so I don't have to put in the.
No, you
one
don't.
No, you
You're
don't.
good. You're good. You're good.
Okay. Wait.
Okay.
I figured if it's not like a completely wrong dice, we're good. We just alter the modifier.
Okay.
All right. So did Aurelius roll 2?
Yeah, he did. He got 14 with the
Okay.
modifier.
All right. So as you both look at this painting, essentially, you then both remember that there's a door in the hallway, which is where these items could be. So
I think
So,
the
what do you
items
make
are
of
in the
this?
hallway. Let's go get them, Aurelius.
Hey, let's go.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'll be right back. I just got to get something real quick.
Okay.
No
No
worries.
problem.
No worries. Take your time.
All right. So
Actually, I might be a bit because I need to get a shower real quick. I'm starting to get sweaty
Okay.
and not just ick. Sorry.
Yeah. Icky.
We can
Okay.
drag out Shells and Rice's bit for a bit if we have to.
Okay, I'll be back.
Okay.
all right. So all right. Aurelius and Cher, as you both walk out into the hallway and go to the door, you then see that you're amongst a bunch of trophy heads of deer and antlers. A lot of them just have like regular eyeball marbles. I would like you all to both of you to roll me perception checks now.
Okay. Oh no, all the deers is I've been and prompted on the wall.
All right, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to help you guys out real quick.
Roll
Right.
D20.
All
1d20.
right,
59.
Share. For your perception roll, it's gonna be 5, and then
5?
for yeah, +5 for the modifier. And then for you, Aurelius, it's going to be a +1. Ooh!
What? Did I get the wrong one?
Yep, got a nat 20.
Oh no, you both did well, Chelsea. You don't need to roll again.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So as you both go into this room, because of your good memory of that painting, you notice that there's something different about a couple of these trophy heads. They have bright red eyes with what looks like a cat sling. The red cat eyes in them. And they're looking at both of you.
I feel like these are looking at us. Feel like eyes being watched.
It isn't that you both notice that those that are those 4 trophies that have those eyes, they're all different sizes. A baby, an adolescent, a young adult, and a fully grown, mature deer head. But they're all in different places. And thanks to your knowledge, and thanks to having remembered what the very first puzzle you guys encountered, which was the one with the swords, you realize that this is a puzzle of a story about age as well. The current order of the heads is the young adults, the baby, the adolescent, and the old one. The old one seems to be okay where it's at. It is the previous 3 that you need to put in order.
Let's put the other 2 in order. They don't
Agree.
belong in the current places they are at.
Agreed.
Alright. Alright.
Let's move them.
Alright. As you begin to move the younger one, the young baby fawn, into spot 1, the adolescent in spot 2, and the young adult in spot 3, you hear 2 doors unlock, and they are to 2 different rooms that are connected to this one. I'm going to readjust my map.
Okay.
Alright, so for the map, as you can see, there's what looks like there's a bedroom and a...
Wait. Let me pull it up. I walked away for a sec.
No. Just kidding.
All right. Start over.
Alright. So you both hear locks unlock for the 2 doors to your left and right. Now, you can go either or. And you can go in whatever order you want, but you have to solve a puzzle within those rooms. So which one would you like to go first?
The fish tank room easy puzzle or the bedroom? I don't need a bedroom. Is there a bedroom puzzle?
They should both be fairly easy. You just gotta enter the room to see what they are. So which room would you like to go into first?
The tank room?
Alrighty. Give me 1 sec.
Tank room.
Alright, so as you enter both enter the fish tank room, you notice there's a lot of very ornate, extravagant fish of varying colors. But you also... Yeah, so these fish seem to be very much alive. And you also notice what looks like a harpoon gun.
Whoa, it's
You
a
then also
harpoon gun.
notice a large green bass, a large blue bass, and a large red bass swimming around in the tank.
Ew, some of these fishies are still alive in the tank. There's a big green bass.
Maybe they could help us.
Yeah, they can help us.
Alright. Share. As you place your hand upon the fish tank, you notice that a lot of the fish are telling you that imposters are among them. You must shoot them with the harpoon.
Oh, okay.
And upon hearing this from the fish in the tank, you notice that the green, blue, and red fish are just swimming together, unlike all the other fish.
Seems like they're all swimming together. It's all the fishies.
Alright, Rolf. Actually, you then remember the painting in the resting room. The painting itself seems to very much highlight these 3 fish. And given that there's a harpoon gun literally attached to the fish tank, it appears that you must shoot them.
Seems like we have to shoot the fish, Aurelius, to solve the puzzle.
Is it fine with you that we have to do that?
Not really, but we have to get out of here somehow. So I think it suffice.
Alright. Which one of you would like to hold the which one of you would like to operate the harpoon?
Should I harpoon? Or where harpoons are heavy, Aurelius can do that.
No. Harpoon is attached to the fish tank. You're
Oh,
just holding, like, you're just moving it around as if it's like a turret.
her head in the brain
Turret.
turret.
Yeah, like, think of like a mounted machine gun in some of the war games you might play.
Oh, okay.
So that's essentially what the harpoon is. It's
Yeah.
attached to this glass wall that the fish tank is, and you obviously have to use that to shoot the red, green, and blue bass.
Okay.
All right. So which one would you like to do this puzzle?
Can we both do it together? There might be some like thing where you have to pull lever at the same time, but people are in two different places or something.
No, it's just a singular control for the harpoon.
Oh,
If you want, you could have Aurelius just be behind you, holding your hands as you manipulate the control.
okay.
That can work.
All right. I want you to both roll me dexterity checks. And don't worry about if you get bad rolls. Because you're both helping each other out, I'll just simply add both of you on top of each other. And all right, so for your dexterities. All right, so for yours, Aurelius, your dexterity is a +1. And for
Okay.
Cher, your dexterity is a +1 as
Nice.
well. Or sorry, no, it's a +2.
Hey,
Hey,
sorry.
nice.
Hey, sorry about that, guys. I just had to get a shower.
It's
You're
okay.
good.
It's all right. All right, so Cher, as you and Aurelius start picking off the red, green, and blue bass in this fish tank, you then hear a very loud clang. It is locking mechanisms, unlocking a door, but it's only half of them.
Oh, the door unlocked. Half. Let's keep
Would you like to
going.
say anything, Aurelius? Or are you just
Yeah.
quietly
Oh, right.
holding our hands?
Let's. Door's unlocked. Let's check it out.
No. It half unlocked.
Oh,
Half.
right.
As if with the other half.
Yeah. So now you have to complete the puzzle in the bedroom, which is 2 doors down.
Okay. Let's check the other room. See if we can see if we can fully unlock this door.
Okay.
As you both exit the fish tank room, go through the deer room, and then into the bedroom, you notice a pedestal with a chess set, and it appears that the pieces are not together. Or not together, but they're not on the table. But because of your recollection of the painting in the resting room, you notice that other than regularly setting it up, pawns have to be in a very specific pattern.
Okay.
Now, I want you both to roll me insight checks to remember what that pattern is for the pawns.
Okay. For you, Cher, that is for insight, that is a 1d20 plus 3. And for you, Aurelius, that's a 1d20 plus 3.
Okay.
Oh my god! You guys literally got the same rolls at 20.
Lysander is smiling upon you.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
at the very least, the dice are.
Lathander and Shanti in that regard because Grain Goddess, Druid of the Grain Goddess.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
All right. With this, you both on each side set up at first how you would typically set up a chessboard, but then you move the pawns into a very staggered pattern as if you know how some pieces are small and large in order to have a good grip.
Yeah.
That is essentially the pattern you guys are putting together. And it is
Wow.
then that the pedestal, once you place the last piece where it's supposed to go, that the pedestal lowers and a bookshelf appears. And within that bookshelf is
Book.
let's see.
It's a grimoire. The book.
Nope.
Eat the book and become smart.
Let me just find it real quick. So you guys find a several igniters. Sorry, you find 2 igniters, a red herb, and 3 gold pieces.
Hmm.
It is then that you also hear a door unlock. And it is to that very room you tried to enter earlier. It is now fully unlocked.
Oh, that room that we were in earlier is unlocked. I am shrinking. Oh no. Oh, okay.
Let's check it out, see what's in it.
Okay. Oh, this way.
Alrighty. It is then as you both enter the reading room. It is there that you find a couple of items. First, you find a hand crank.
And
You also find a broken musket
a tisket, a musket, a red and yellow basket.
and a weight.
The weight anvil.
Yeah. Well, it looks
Cool.
like it looks like an anvil, but it is a weight that is of significant importance. You also see a note which reads, let me check my notes again real quick. To get to the library, you gotta get the broken gun into the billiards room. The dining room needs the weights.
Okay.
But also within the dining room is a broken gun to release the ladder for the library. Gods, I hate those armored brutes. An unknown cultist.
So shoot this gun at the ladder, it'll fall down.
Really?
Oh.
So Alright, so essentially, you gotta take these items and put them in the proper places. Oh,
Okay.
give me a sec, guys.
If you want to role play a little bit about how similar about how you felt drawn to share Aurelius, you could pretty much say that you kind of had eyes on her as soon as you met her in Daggerford.
Oh yeah, sure. I say I've always had a sight for you ever since I saw you in Daggerford when I was on horseback.
Aw. I find you charming as well as first saw you as White Knight. Or is White Knight a bad thing? I don't know.
In this case, it's a good thing because he's a paladin.
Yeah.
He's a knight.
So maybe you can reference how you felt Lathander's hand upon you and how you, and upon laying eyes on her, as if fate was kind of directing you together.
Sorry about that, guys. I was being told about dinner.
Oh.
Anywho,
Basically, the quick role play about how they met at Daggerford, and something just clicked with them. They don't know how. All I can say is that it was the gods. They can say the gods had a hand in it.
very well then. So Aurelius, you look at the map of the area after this conversation, and upon looking at the locations that the riddle is trying to say, you remember the outside patio needed a crank, and that there was a T intersection, and that if you double back to where the army room was, there is another area. There's another door that you could go to the small dining area, and that's in the resting room. That is where the billiard room, or that's where the fighter room to the puzzle is.
Wait a minute. That place outside the patio. It need a crank. Maybe this could work.
Let's get the crank.
All right. As you take these items, the first thing that you take, the first thing that you go to, so where would you like to go? The billiard room, the small dining room, or the outside patio? Because the billiard room is the closest because it's still indoors. And it's in the resting room too.
I'm chewing on food. The first option. Let's do that one.
All right, let's go.
All right. As you both go back to the resting room, you then place this broken shotgun upon what looks like a rack to the door of the billiard room, and it opens up. You see, let me check this again. All right. You find a fake mask and another musket. You also see a green herb. So as you take these items, what do you make of the mask?
Hold on, let me get my mic. I think the mask looks satanic. Ooh, satanic and scary.
I don't think we have satanic in this, but
Oh.
You can say that it looks dark and twisted.
Oh,
right.
But the other one I said sounded more intelligent words.
Yeah, it's essentially it looks like it's crying.
Cry.
So as you take these items and you walk out, where do you like to go next? The small dining room or the outside patio?
Where do you want to go?
Outside of the bedroom.
So in the outside patio, that's where you want to go?
Yeah, the outside patio.
All right. You then both walk out of the billiard and resting room, backtracking all the way to the outside patio. It takes a bit of time, and then it is then to hear something break as if it's a glass jewel, but if you do you guys want to listen to what that was, or do you just ignore it?
Let's go see what it is.
Let's follow the noise, see where it takes us.
Okay.
So, as you enter the main hall, when you initially heard it, it was very faint, but it is no longer there. But you're in the main hall, which leads to the outside patio anyway.
Let's go out. Wait, hold on. Let's go outside the patio. The mansion is stuffy.
Aye.
Alrighty. It is then that as you walk onto the patio and you see a mechanism that requires the crank.
Ooh, the crank.
Do you finally put it in, Aurelius and share, or do you want to do something else first?
Let's put it in. Let's see what happens.
All right. As you put the crank within this mechanism, which one of you decides to turn it?
Probably get Aurelius to do that since he's the stronger of the two of you.
Yeah, he a paladin.
All right, Aurelius, I want you to roll a strength check.
Okay, Aurelius. You have a 1d20 plus 3 for strength.
Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
So you're
Do you want me to do a physical dice roll just in case?
Sure, because that was just pitiful.
There'll be no Uncle Ruckus thing today. Okay, 15. 15 plus 3, that's 18.
I will take that.
All right. So your first attempt, it was pitiful, laughable even. Even the trees laughed at you. It is then that on your second attempt, you finally start moving this crank, and it's very hard, but you manage to keep using the crank. It is then that you hear a click and a as if something old and majestic was lifted out of its ancient sockets. But you don't know what it is yet.
Let's go investigate what it is.
Alright, let's check.
Surely it ain't dangerous.
All right. As you walk back inside to the main hall, you notice that you remember the portrait of the Durst household, correct, guys?
Yes.
The one where it had the man holding up child while a young boy and a preteen daughter and a woman were looking down at you from the painting, from the looks of it.
Yeah.
Well, that wall had lifted up, exposing the gate to the graveyard. But you still have yet to find the final piece of the key.
Still need to find the key.
Okay. Okay, we got it, so.
Okay, let's go then.
All right, now, finally, you must head to the small dining room. And as you do so, the mask is reacting oddly. Do you ignore it, or do you just go on to the small dining room?
I toss it, and ignore it.
I say we notice it because last time we didn't notice
never
things.
did.
Things
Yeah,
it kind of bit us in the butt.
All right.
Basically, Cher starts to toss it because it's freaking her out, but then Aurelius catches it.
All right, RS. As you catch it, it then decides to not vibrate anymore. Not at not at the fact that a different person is holding it, but it's almost as if it's a sign. You then both walk to the dining room, and you see that there is a mask indent for the door.
Do you put the armor in it? I mean, do you put the mask in it?
I do.
And as you do so, the locking mechanisms within the door unlock, and the door slowly opens, revealing what looks like a fairly sized living room area, but with several tables. And one table has coins on it. And they are upon a weight. The food scattered around every single table looks like they're decaying and or bitten into only lightly by vermin. There is cobwebs everywhere, and there is a suit of armor flanking this particular table that has this very ancient weighing set, but it only has the coins.
Do you want to roll an insight check?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, roll me insight, please.
Okay, so for you, Aurelius, it's a 1d20 plus 3, and Cher, it's a 1d20 plus 3.
What did I do to these dice?
You spoke too soon.
Okay, Cher rolled a 13, and Aurelius rolled a 4.
All right, guys.
So yeah, Cher rolled a 13, Aurelius rolled a 4.
So so very much you both notice that given the weight that you found in the reading room, you pretty much assume that this weight is supposed to be upon the scale.
Looks like this thing is part of scale.
Do you decide to place the weight upon the scale then?
Yes, surely it's not booby trapped.
All right.
As
As
I'm
you, all right. As you place the scale upon the, or as you place, sorry, as you place the weight upon the scale, it then evens out, and right behind this table where the scale is, part of the wall flips around, showing a very heavy but very ornate looking rifle. It is then that two armor animated armors wake up. They stiffen, and then because of how rusty they are, they slowly get off of their pedestals and just start walking towards the both of you.
Oh, shoot.
Cher, do you want to turn back into a war horse and start hoofing it the same way you did last time?
Sure.
Okay. Okay.
We'll leave and head to bed.
Okay.
All right, have
Well,
a good night,
Serena?
Miss. Have a
Good
night,
night.
Serena.
Nighty
Good
night.
night. Good night. Have a good night,
Night.
audience.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. She turns back into a war horse.
Very well then. What do you decide to do in this warhorse form share?
You have the option of trampling charge. You can move straight towards the armor sets and hit it with a hoof attack on the same turn. That target must succeed a DC 14 strength saving throw or be knocked prone. If the target is prone, the horse can make another attack with its hooves against it as a bonus action.
Okay. Just do this
You wanna do-
stomping.
Okay, so you decide to do trampling charge.
Trampling charge.
Right.
All right, I'm gonna try to have it roll a what you would call
D-
it?
It's a DC 14 strength check. Otherwise, it'll be knocked over.
All right.
We want it knocked over?
I know. I'm just rolling basically its dodge, Chels.
Why couldn't you dodge?
22.
Yay?
Does that mean it dodges well?
Oh. I didn't thought of it that way.
Apparently, it moved out of the way before she could. Apparently, it moved out of the way.
Dang.
All right.
I mean, we've seen crazier
There.
bits.
Sure.
Yeah.
As you gallop full speed at this animated armor, you break through several tables, but then unfortunately just go into a wall and are stopped. The animated armored having dodged despite its rusty form, its creaking body then starts slowly walking towards you.
Oh.
Relius, do you want to start smacking with the hammer?
Yep.
And since your spell slots are restored, do you want to use Divine Smite to add to the damage?
You know what? Sure.
Okay, so you're sacrificing a spell slot to hit this thing very, very hard, but you got to make sure that it hits first.
Right.
All right. Is his weapon a strength or a dex?
It's
Dex
a
save.
strength. It's a strength check because it's a melee weapon, and it's a strength check. It's melee.
All right. Roll me a strength check, please, Aurelius.
So is that +3?
Yes, +3.
Son of a.
You want me to see if I can roll a physical die?
Yes, please. I was doing so good too.
Not anymore.
The dice. My name is Reverend Father Uncle Ruckus. No relation.
Now we're wasted.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Look, babe, I'm bonking you on the head.
What? And what did I do?
Oh no.
Mhm.
Okay, it's 12 plus 3, that's 15.
That works.
Okay. Just to prove I wasn't cheating, I filmed myself. Okay.
I'll say that because like it's so its armor class is 21, but I'll say that you hit its chest. So go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so for you, it's 1d8 plus 2 plus 4.
Me?
Okay.
I know that's
so,
relevant.
so essentially, how I'll do these armored zombies is that to get a headshot with them, it has to be the full armor class of 21. But if it's like below 20, I'll just count it as like hitting its main body.
Okay. So it's a 10, and for Divine Smite added on top, it's 10 damage with the bludgeoning, but since he's using Divine Smite, does it also, doesn't the, because it's a Divine Smite, as in radiant damage, is this gonna hurt the undead more?
Oh yeah, it's gonna be petrified and frozen for a round. So, Aurelius, as you use your divine smite upon
Well, hold on, he needs to also roll radiant damage.
Yeah, I need to get that radiation.
Okay, so for
damage.
you, the target you roll a 2d8 radiant damage. And the damage increases by 1d8 if the target is a fiend or an undead. So that's a 2d8 and then a 1d8. And now roll 1d8.
Okay.
So 10 plus 5 plus 7. 10 for bludgeoning and 12 for radiant damage.
Doesn't mean I got him.
All right. So, as you use your mighty warhammer, you go for a side attack right into its chest plate, and it literally twists and bends and burns the rusting metal before it even tries to lift its great axe at the warform of Share. And it's petrified still because of the radiant damage it has just been afflicted with. So, like, you know how in Resident Evil 4, when you're next to the blue light, the Plaga Petrify?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is essentially what you just did with your radiant damage. So now it's currently frozen for a round. So which means, Share, you have advantage!
Yay. We
So
have
do-
advantage.
Okay, so Share,
Yes.
do you want to smash this? Do you want to smash this thing for good?
Yes.
Okay. So roll a strength check, and it needs to be above a 6 in order to hit.
Okay.
So just a regular 1d20.
With no plus?
No plus, I'm afraid, because oh, it's an 8. It's a hit.
Oh, good. It's a hit.
Definitely.
And your attack is 2d6 plus 4 bludgeoning.
Okay, the bludgeoning.
Okay, so 2d6. Let me write it down so you can put the equation into the calculator.
Okay.
Just put that. Aww. Sorry, my cat's being cute.
Kitty.
Chelsea?
I'm here. I just got distracted. Don't worry.
Okay, sorry. Thought for a minute I lost.
still function.
Okay, so 2d6 plus 4. 12.
Gee, that enemy looks really dead.
Right.
Or not.
So, as this petrified animated armor cannot move, you then charge at it, and it is forced to the ground. It's more of its armor is just broken and beaten. The chest piece seems to trying to repair itself, but because of this bash against it, it cannot, and its soul has been evicted.
It did.
It did.
You dead.
But there is
I thought
still
it
the
was
other.
like
But there's still another one. At the loss of its brother animated armor, it then charges at you. I'm gonna have it roll. Let's see, great sword is strength that it has. So see. 20 plus 3. Ew, let's see, what's Cher's at Aurelius armor classes?
For Cher, she's at 13 right now, but in horse form, she's at 11, whereas Aurelius is at 16.
Alright, so it tries to swing wide at the both of you. But you both manage to pull yourselves back and manage to dodge its swing, sending its sword into the ground. It then starts trying to pull its sword out of the ground due to the force of its swing. What do you guys do?
Okay.
Some more? Or not?
Okay, she wants to attack it with the horse form again. Do you want to try to use that trampling charge to knock it down?
Sure.
Okay, she's gonna trample it, see if she can knock it down, and it needs to succeed a DC 14 strength check. DC 14 strength check.
Oh, what?
Anime, are you there?
Oh, my bad.
We lost him.
I thought. Oh, my bad. I thought Chels was supposed to roll that.
No, the enemy's supposed to roll the DC 14 strength check. Otherwise, it's going to get knocked prone.
Ew, yeah. You knock it to the ground, making it lose its great sword. Dents in its armor is currently showing.
And because she just knocked it down, Cher can attack it again.
Okay.
So roll a strength check, please, which is just going to be a regular 1d20.
With a 10. Whoa, that's impressive. Or not.
Well, it's a hit, wouldn't you say?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
And does that count as a hit?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Okay, so now roll a 2d6 plus 4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Oh, was that me? Oh, sorry.
Okay, 11.
All right.
11 bludgeoning. And do you want Aurelius to attack now?
Sure.
Anime guy?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so what do you want to do, Aurelius? Do you want to hit this thing with just a regular Warhammer attack since it's down on the ground?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so roll a strength check, and for you, it's 1d20 plus 3.
Okay. I hate to do this. Okay, first 1d20, what?
1d20 plus 3.
Okay. Also, I hate to do this. I gotta get the Christmas decorations out, so I gotta step away again. I'm sorry.
Don't worry, bud. We do fine.
Okay.
Wait, what do you have to do?
Yeah.
I have to get
Christmas
Christmas.
decorations.
Oh, okay.
I already put mine up like early this month.
So I gotta step away. I'm sorry about that.
Nope.
All right.
You guys, someone can roll for me. It's fine.
Okay.
Go get
You
milk.
do that, or servant, you want to temporarily roll as a Aurelius?
Certainly.
Okay.
So,
So
okay, what am I rolling?
you're rolling a strength check of 1d20 plus 3.
1.
You never came back with the milk.
Okay. 12. Is that a hit?
I'll say that's a hit since it's prone. If it was standing, it would have to beat a 15.
Okay, so because it's prone,
Mm-hmm.
he's got that advantage. Okay, servant, 1d20, 1d8 plus 2 plus 4.
Hold on. Roll 1d8 plus 2 plus 4.
Yep. 11. So what's this animated armor doing?
So as its helmet slowly looks up from having been shoved prone after losing its sword, it then feels hooves beat into its chest armor. Its strength slowly but surely giving way, even due to its structural integrity. It is then slammed further in with Aurelius's mighty warhammer, creating a square hole within the chest armor, thus evicting the soul that was currently renting it as a whole.
The store is free now.
I'm gonna be right back real quick. I gotta go blow my nose.
Okay. I have a feeling Aurelius be like, I hope to the gods that's the last one.
I hope to the gods that's the last one.
Mm.
Voice changer microphone.
I see.
Mhm.
Ugh.
I would.
Just all I have knowing for me is that I don't have to go into work as early tomorrow.
Are we the vampire sleepy, huh? Be sleepy.
Aw.
Alright, sorry
All
about
right.
that. So alright, so with the soul evicted from this animated armor, you can now collect the scraps to sell for gold.
And Aurelius quickly snags that to put into his bag of holding, because more gold is definitely going to be needed once they get out of this place.
What are you buying? What are you selling?
What are you buying? That's something a friend of mine used to say. Alright, and as you do this, you still have yet to grab the key item, which is the very ornate looking musket rifle.
Musket, the musket rifle.
Just be careful.
Okay, I'll be careful.
And do you shift out of your horse form right before you do that?
Yeah, because the horse can't grab a gun; it'll set it off.
Okay,
No
so
hands.
so you switch.
Oh, I fucked up. I shot myself with the gun. The horse.
So she transforms from her horse form back into her elven form, and she goes and grabs the musket.
Okay. And with this musket, share, you notice, much like with what happened with Soldar and Soretta, this very ornate looking musket rifle is just too heavy for like practical use. But it's very, very decorated ornately.
It decorated wavy. It's heavy.
You don't mind if I hold on to that for you?
Sure.
Ugh. Wait, look, Xander, this is heavy.
Yeah. That is heavy.
Alrighty. It is then that a door unlocks. But it is not to anywhere in. But it is to the library.
Library.
Oh joy. Hopefully we can gather some information about this place.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be some information. And it's a library. What could go wrong?
All right. As you both exit the small dining room and make your way backtracking to where the reading room is, because that is where the entrance to the library actually is.
Oh,
Why don't I step in front, make sure that there's nothing in here that'll surprise us.
okay. Sounds good idea to me.
Stay behind me, fair maiden.
I will. Okay.
So he slowly opens the door and quickly peeks in. Just make sure that there's no threat in there.
And what you see before you is actually a different room before the library. It is,
I
in
remember
fact,
this
what looks
room.
like another tea room where exotic plants, various fruits, and as well as other various miscellaneous items to make very great tea with is there.
Yay, tea party!
Hold on, my lady.
What?
Might I recommend you talk to these plants to see if they're not poisonous?
Okay.
Okay, so Cher is going to talk to the plants real quick just to make sure that they're not hostile.
Alrighty. With this, you notice that, or sorry, Cher notices that these plants don't seem to be talking much. Or actually, at all. None of these plants talk, and, well, there seems to be something peculiar. It's as if the herbs that are used for either the tea, or aka the healing herbs you guys have been picking up, are just dead in the sense that they are not spiritual in nature. They are just a natural herbal remedy that seems to have some sort of supernatural ability to heal wounds.
Milady, would you say that this is safe?
Yes, I'm sure it's safe.
They, in fact, are safe.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I come from the land of intrigue. If I come into a place like this, if anybody comes into a place like this, naturally everything in the room would have been poisoned.
Ew.
It's not your fault, my dear. You can thank the nobility for that. Anyway, why don't we gather some of those herbs? They could be useful.
Yes, I'll grab the herbs. You pick up the
Alright.
rest. Half of them I can't carry if there's so many.
Alright, please do roll me a Medicaid check.
Medicaid check. Credit card check.
Medicine check.
Oh, medicine check.
Sorry, medicine check, I mean.
Medicaid. Wah!
Whatever.
War
I am
40K
the
is on the
baffled.
mind for Medicaid. Medicaid related to Warhammer. It's sort of on the mind currently.
Warhammer 40K.
Okay, so for you, Chelsea, it's a 1d20 plus 3 because you have a high wisdom stat.
Okay. I really need to change these toggles. 4.
Okay, I'm sorry, but I'm not today, Uncle Ruckus.
Hmm.
Give me 1 second. $18.
Okay.
18 plus 3, so that is over 20.
Yeah. When the
Right.
dice don't roll correctly.
Alright, you managed to pick up 5 pairs of full red, green, and blue herbs. With 3 green herbs, 2 red herbs, and and no blue herbs, unfortunately.
No, no blue herbs.
Well, at least it's something.
Yeah, something then nothing at all.
Aurelius decides to take a look at the fruit that's on the food that's on the tea table. He's still a little worried that it's poisonous because even though the plants themselves are fine, the food might be laced with it. So is it okay if he takes a medicine roll as well?
Sure, go ahead and roll.
Okay. What's the command key again?
It's a slash.
Okay, thank you.
It's
So he has a medicine check too. So it's the same level of medicine check.
it's that slash specifically.
14.
14.
All right, so basically, he sees that this food isn't poisoned. In fact, it seems to be the only thing. Well, I shouldn't say that. So the food itself would have been fine. The problem is that it's rotting and there's blood laced with it.
Ugh.
Eh.
And here I thought I was hoping I could save this for rations.
Oh, we gotta throw it away.
Ugh. Why would
Yeah,
you leave food to rot like that? There are people in the river district that could use that.
Yeah, fortunately, just went to waste.
there's also the fact that there's, blood laced with the food. So that's probably why these dried goods are currently rotting.
Right.
The vampires love blood. I sure they think they like that.
Well, Aurelius is a tiefling. He can't drink blood.
Oh.
The only person that could eat that would be Anarian, and he wouldn't be able to. And even then, it's probably the blood itself is in a horrific state, most likely.
And
No,
with
he's
that,
dead.
with this, you then both walk to the ladder where there looks to be a very handsome looking fellow.
What?
And it looks like he's supposed to be ramming something into what looks like a monster in this statue in order to release the ladder to the library. And all he's holding is nothing in his hands, but you realize that musket should be what he's holding if he's fighting a monster so vicious as this dragon that he's trying to slay.
I think we're
Oh, sorry, go on.
going to need that musket.
Yeah, definitely need to get that musket. Ow. Find something to swap it with.
Doesn't I forgot? Did Aurelius grab that already?
Yeah.
Okay. Good thing I have it handy then.
So as Aurelius puts this musket into the statue's hand, you notice a bayonet pops out of it, out of nowhere. And it's supposed to be slaying it, and it goes into the neck of this dragon as the statue sinks only about half a foot into the ground, and the ladder is then released to the library. But the statue's plaque also seems to be exposed. And in the diva, you read that it is the minor lord of the house.
Oh. Okay, so if I recall correctly, this guy has a name, right?
Yeah, you wrote to me his name in our DMs. He's the quote unquote father of the daughters.
Ephraim Ivanovich.
Dave.
Husband of Lady Amelia Corvinus.
Oh god, sorry about that.
It's okay.
While you arrived in time, you had just found a statue depicting Ephraim Iarnovich, the husband of Lady Amelia Corvinus, in statue form slaying some kind of dragon with a musket and with a bayonet on it.
Oh, nice.
So do you
And
guys?
you also quickly mentioned your history in the country of which is called the Land of Intrigue for a reason, because you went into a room and it was filled with a bunch of food that had been rotten and plants that could have been poisonous, but turns out they weren't.
Right.
So because of this, you were worried that everything in the room was poisonous, and so you had Cher talk to the plants, but turned out the plants had nothing to say because, well, they had long since passed. And you checked the food in hopes of making it into rations, only to find that it was rotten because it was covered in blood.
Oh.
And of course, you made a quick comment of, if only this could have used to feed the people in the river district, which is where your
Right.
character is from before he got left at the doorstep of the Dome of the Rose Monastery.
Okay.
So there was a little bit of Aurelius showing his and Aurelius showing his history from his time in the country of
Right.
So, do you both come down this ladder?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right. As you both climb down the ladder to this library, you both realize that the architecture of this house is very inconsistent, very twisted around, and quite clearly, if someone wanted to have all these books here, they would have had to do. It would have been very illogical to go through it the way you guys did. So, whatever magic is upon the house, obviously, is very much shifting and shaping the old layouts of the original house, and just merging it with stuff from say from the past to the future.
just a heads up, anime guy. I got work in the morning, so I would like to quickly get on to my segment. I'm trying not to be rude to you guys.
No, you're
I
good.
feel
No worries.
sometimes
I was
it's
actually gonna
fine.
stop eventually. I was gonna stop in a couple of minutes for them
Okay,
because
sorry, I'm just worried.
So, yeah. So as you both climb down this ladder and realize the architecture of this place is very finicky, you notice a diary and the final piece to the graveyard key.
The final piece of the graveyard key.
What we've been looking for.
And
Yep.
do you put the diary, Aurelius, or share?
Radios will read.
Sure.
All right, Aurelius, you then pick up this book and you open it to the first page. Would you guys like to leave it off there to go to Diva?
Yeah, I mean to go take some dishes
sure.
downstairs anyway. Yeah.
Very
Okay.
well. As the diary opens, we then screen transition to then Alcencia, Aurelius, and
And
what?
Alcencia, Anarian, and Vasily.
They are currently in what looks like a. They are currently in what I would assume is a bedroom.
Yes.
Yeah, they're in a safe bedroom, just simply taking in what had happened.
Yeah. And Alcencia got into a lengthy story about how she ousted a nobleman for disgusting proclivities that should have gotten him arrested, but the coward that he was escaped. But he was not a good person, Chels.
Oh, okay.
And Alcencia is just relishing on the fact that she was the one that got to do him dirty after she learned that he was doing children dirty. Worst part is that, and even though she promised him she wouldn't touch him, That didn't mean that she wasn't going to get her sister involved to spread the word about his disgusting actions. Which utterly impressed.
I'm not saying it.
Which utterly impressed Vasily last I checked.
Yeah, it definitely impressed him. So
And she also just had a bit of a shock because she just thought she saw her mother while they were in the bathroom.
yeah.
So she's admittedly feeling a little drained out because she just used up her spell slots to keep everyone from getting concussion from earlier. So
Yeah. So
if you don't mind, after such a riveting tale, you wouldn't mind guarding us for a minute? He needs to have a moment to meditate, and I need a moment to get some sleep. I am about to crash.
oh my god. All right. Very well then, Lassie. I'll give her that. He then goes through a door that is adjacent to the room, and I need to go real quick because I think my parents came back with groceries.
Okay, I can quickly roleplay a bit.
Very well.
I know that look on your face, dear. What? This is getting to you longer than more than you're letting on. Darling, you read me so well. Now that we're a little alone together, I did promise you a bite, didn't I? I know you well enough. You intend to hold yourself to that. By all means. She then lifts the hair off her neck, and he slowly kisses up her neck until he gets a bite into her neck. She then starts gripping his back, and it very clearly she's liking it. That's all I'm saying. And then, of course, we have a quick fade to black because we are not doing this here. The rule in this game is either it's fade to black or you don't get invited back. So Anarian's putting his clothes back on, and she's quickly getting her hair all fixed up and getting prettied up. Because they very clearly did something in that fade to black. Is this okay with you guys?
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I didn't want to seem like I was stepping on any toes.
No, you're good.
Okay. So she starts, do you think that we were a little loud? We'll just have to wait and see until Vasily makes a comment or two. Knowing him, he might. It's been rather loud about that individual. And honestly, I can't believe you haven't noticed that he's been eyeing you specifically. What? Don't give me what, darling? Oh, are you saying you're a little, jealous? I am not, and you know it. Oh, darling. He's not gonna. I'm yours, love. I'm yours and Halmar's, remember? He's not gonna get me. I have no intention. Besides, why would I? Besides, you're the one that I love and the one that I want. Of course, Halmar. Of course, Halmar. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, tall, muscular, completely our type. So they're just bantering over the fact that Halmar's got assets that they both enjoy. Because Anarian's into that, and, well, Cynthia, well, she doesn't mind the attentions of two men. Like I said, I am not elaborating on that. That's, if you want if you want, if you want,
Basically this.
if you want details, just go and read Game of Thrones. That's where you're gonna get your smut.
Wiener, 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 wiener.
Although, give Elsensia credit, she's got 2 men in her life, and she's gonna cling to them as much as she can. Even though I don't agree with it, but that's the way the character rolls.
What if it's
Even
the other
I
way
don't-
around? One guy just like 2 women.
Well, in this case, it's one woman liking 2 men. Hey, Reyes, you want to reenact that abridged joke that I sent you the other day just while we wait for Anime Guy?
All right, sure. Let me pull it up.
Give me 1 second.
There we go.
You found it?
Yep.
I'm Elsensia Antorica, and I'm absolutely flawless. Absolutely flawless.
Stop being slutty.
Ain't nobody in the world as fly as me.
I'm serious. Stop it.
Gents just line up to get a glimpse of my sweet moves.
I'm going to tear the slutty right out of your soul.
Hang back.
Ah,
We were
jokes.
We were just basically, I just did a montage where Elsensia promised Anarian some blood, and that got Anarian going. And well, we did a fade to black because my policy is fade to black or you don't get invited back. Then while they're getting freshened up after their tumble in the sheets, they're talking about Halmar's assets, and I didn't want to elaborate any further.
Darn it, wabble wait.
It's all right.
Like I said,
You can use your imagination.
then of course I proceeded to tell the audience if they want their smut fix, read Game of Thrones.
All right. So,
Did I cross a line anywhere, or am I fine?
No. Look, we're tumbling in the sheets.
Oh my
Good,
god!
good for now.
I think Chell's just did.
Shells,
Oh, wait, I don't have a plate.
seriously, go. After this, go take a cold shower. A very, very cold shower.
All right. So, as
Elsensia's like, do you think Vasily heard us? And he's like, probably would have woken the dead. I think knowing us, the dead probably would have woken up from that.
with that, Vasily comes out with decides to knock on the door and asks, "Boy, you did done, man."
You can come in, we're presentable.
And then enters the room. Oh, hey, got some good loot in that room. Also, I heard a door lock down the hallway.
Oh, that's good to hear. Preferably the sooner we get out of here, the better.
You still got the nighthead key on you?
Yes. Who do you think I am? Just another
No.
That's Anarian talking for a minute there.
To be fair, lad, I would have considered you a dumb blonde, but then again, we also got one right next to us.
Oh, excuse me. I am platinum, not blonde. 2,
Platinum blonde exists, love.
and 2, Elsensia's not dumb.
You just proved yourself by saying Elsensia is not dumb in your own voice, love.
Oh. If we ever survive this, I am killing you.
my employees and family might take agreements to that, lass.
And no, that was Anarian talking.
Oh, well, my family and employees will take great offense to that, lad. It'll also probably leave your girl over there a widow.
Fine. But don't be, if you find yourself on the wrong end of my teeth, I'll leave you alive. But it will hurt. A lot.
Oh boy, you both are so hilarious. Even more so than my pretty little daughter. Unfortunately, she's a little mentally unstable. Gotta keep her locked up every once in a while.
Oh.
Yeah, her mother sometimes perverts her once or twice by complete accident. We're still trying to get some priest to help her out.
I see. Hopefully it's nothing too terrible.
It's just bouts of fits of rage. Anywho, shall we get going, lads?
Let's. I don't think Anarian wants to be here any longer. Agreed.
I bet you really hate large houses, don't you, mates? Probably prefer a cottage.
Well, large houses that are actively trying to kill me and treat me like a rat inside a maze? Yes! Naturally, I don't like that. At all.
Sorry, I could offer you a discount on some building material for a large house. Just obviously not with traps, of course.
I'll consider it.
I mean, hi. Hey, without allowing you two to do it, you'd probably be knee-deep in kids by the time you're both at 30. And you'll probably need the room.
Last I checked, dear, as a spawn, I won't be able to have. I'm completely incapable.
Yet the lady of this house has 3, and she's a vampire too.
Vampire bride, from the sound of it.
Whatever. Anyways, shall we?
Let's. So Arian then starts to follow Vasily through the house.
Alright. As you both exits the room, you both come to a large door, and Vasily seems to ponder what to do. Oh, looks like it needs. Oh, I was hoping to sell that mask. He then starts going through his bag of holding and pulls out a wooden mask of sea that looks like it's covering its eyes, and then places it into what looks like a indent, and the doors swing open, but it looks like they won't be able to swing close. I don't like the looks of that. I don't like it at all.
No, dear. So what am I looking at? Or we are looking at?
You're just looking at a normal hallway with several doors.
Let's check the door closest to us on the right.
All right. Vasily tries to turn the knob, but it won't turn. He then jiggles it more, as if almost close to breaking it. He then slams his shoulder into it, and it doesn't seem to work. Oh, bloody hell.
Let me guess. It needs a special key?
That is when you see a shine upon the door, as if it was blocked by magic. I don't think so, love.
Actually, that was Anarian making a snarky comment, and he was about to break out his thieving kit until he mentioned until they noticed it was magic.
Sorry about that, lad, but he had doors closed off by magic.
Of course, it's bloody fucking magic.
Oi! Gotta show some respect for the architecture. Gotta admit, if someone tried to assault this place, the half the army would be dead and the other half would be stuck being retarded.
Vasily, let's hold off on the subject regarding architecture at the moment.
Oh, right. Sorry, lass. They then turn around and see, you guys then turn to your left to see 2 more doorknobs and what looks like a corner to another hallway.
Let's see if any
Project.
doors let's see if any of these doors can open up.
So Anarian then walks up to the next door right next to the one that Vasily tried to open, and it has the crest that is upon the key that he has, but it's missing the other half. And it seems to be a rather large key.
Oh, great. Another bloody fetch quest.
You know, you figured that this place be ripped out straight from a video game. What you think?
That's a little too meta humor in this case, I'm afraid.
Oh, you think it was ripped
Meta-humor.
out of some sort of board game, don't you think?
Yeah, the kind where the one in charge just parades you around like some puppet on a string. Darling, you're okay. Remember, I am here. This is not Severin's palace. I'm not in Severin's palace. I am not in Severin's palace. I'm with Alcencia.
Wait, did that bloody bloke literally puppet out around dead bodies?
What?
What?
I'm asking. I asked if the bloody bloke that you hate actually, if they actually try to puppet around bodies on strings.
Severin was a vampire lord who was obsessed with power, not military power or political power. I meant power over people. The power to control them completely. Just one word from him, and our bodies reacted. No different than a puppet master with a marionette.
Oh, bloody hell! That sounds terrible.
You don't know the fucking half of it, darling. Right.
Sorry for asking more questions. That's terribly on my bad.
Let's, like I said, save comments on the architecture and save comments on the past to a minimum, shall we say. Trust me, he wants out of here as much as I do. Him even more so.
Very well. The three of you then turn towards the second to last door. You don't suppose that's the only other door that we can open, do you think?
Well, third time's a charm, as they say.
And it's then that's Vasily with his 6-cylinder revolver turns the doorknob and it seems to click open. He then turns to you two. You got any spells or weapons you can ready up?
So Anarian gets his short sword ready, and Alcencia has her long sword ready.
And with a nod from Vasily, he slowly pushes forward the door just enough to get clear of the mechanisms. He then kicks it open and then just goes to the side to await what might be on the other side to come out. Only for nothing to happen. He then peeks in and then sees that it looks like some sort of outside garden gallery. Ugh. Oh, sorry.
Bless you.
But
Huh. You don't think. Squawk!
what the hell?
He then quickly slaps a hand over Anarian when he says that, and then just looks to the both of them and just puts his the barrel of his 6-cylinder self-defense revolver to his lips as if mentioning to shush.
Alcencia nods, and Anarian quickly nods underneath that palm.
Vasily then releases his palm and then points to the crow, to like the murder of crows that's above them. Or sorry, that's in the gallery above what looks like a broken glass house. this appears to be a greenery area where someone seemed to love to garden.
Oh, Cynthia nods really quickly and decides to be diplomatic, and so she uses the spell Speak with Animals.
Will that take a spell slot?
Yeah, it'll take a spell slot.
All right. As you cast this upon yourself, you see that the crows, their eyes are bulging, and that they're not only red but also cat-like with those very diamond slinted slits,
Mhm.
and they're just staring everywhere except for below. And every time they squawk, they say, "Eat, murder, kill." You don't suppose you could talk to them, could you?
I can at least play diplomat for a moment, but as soon as one of them tries to kill me, that's when you can start. That's when you can start firing.
Or, Anarian proposes, we could just sneak past them. They
You do,
don't seem to be looking below us.
you do have a point. We sneak them, then we talk, then we kill. How about that?
I'm just gonna be waiting right here, lass, if that's all right with you. I don't feel like I want to get pecked to death by crows.
Well, that's why you're the backup. That's why you're the backup artillerist. If they attack, you can start firing as to your heart's content.
Thank ya.
Especially with those little trinkets of yours. I'm gonna guess that you're an artificer of some kind.
Artificer blacksmith. Artificer and a blacksmith. I create metal goods for everyone in the lands.
Note to self: if we ever stop by your shop, I hope we can get a bit of a discount.
Trust me, lassie. When we get out of here, I'll give you a great discount for the right price for the right items.
Good. So, Elsensian and Arian then start creeping down.
All right, roll for me stealth check.
Okay.
And then what is an Aryan stealth?
His is incredibly high because rogue. He is 7, and I am 2.
Ooh, 25. At least the dice like somebody today.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't get is why it's always the stupid NCPs. Or NPCs.
I could explain, but I have no desire to go down that rabbit hole of insanity.
I mean, all I just did was download this dice roller.
Yeah, give me 1 second, guys.
Mm-hmm.
No problemo.
Chibi chibi.
Give me 1 second.
I will
Okay.
remind everyone we're nearing 3.5 hours.
Okay. Really? Okay, I'm pulling out my actual dice.
I also mentioned on my stream of this channel.
For those wondering, yes, it decided to nat 1 her.
Okay, so 14 plus 2 plus 1, that's 17.
Mm-hmm.
All right, as you both slowly and methodically place each step upon this overgrown area, as you turn the bend, avoiding the gaze of these obviously monstrous ravens, you see a man with the other half of the key that you need. But it is currently within the vines of this very odd plant that seems to be sucking him dry of whatever nutrients he had. And he's in like a state of shock and horror. Think of Captain Keyes from the Halo Come Out of Vault when you fight him after Gravemind.
I have an idea, at least.
I get it.
Hmm.
I don't get it. Jontron.
Look it up later, you'll get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Anarian then looks at Elsetia. This could be a problem. Wrestling it out of his hands is going to create noise.
Alcensia quietly checks her pack to see if there's anything she can do to distract them. Okay, here's the idea. You wriggle it out of his hands. I provide a distraction.
But love, are you sure about that? That seems so rather irresponsible, especially because there's a murder of crows. They will rip you to shreds if you mess up.
Well, we gotta make sure that their attention is on something else.
But
And I'm like, I do have a little serenade that I could play to get them a little sleepy.
all right, but will it affect me though?
Just as long as you keep quiet, and as long as I can keep them occupied, or in this case, sleeping, the better.
Very well then. Go right ahead. I will attempt to get the other half of the key then.
Okay, so she's gonna start playing a small lullaby on her violin, and that's a performance check, very high.
All right, please roll for me performance.
Okay. Are you bloody kidding me?
Two?
I
Yeah, no,
actually have
at this point, I think we need to abandon the bot.
I was actually going to do something funny, though.
What?
You won't die, but it's going to be hilarious.
Oh dear. What do you have in mind?
So, as Anarian starts to get this key out of this poor man's hands, Asetsia starts to do her lullaby. But the lyrics are so off and her voice so terrible that the crows just start trying to attack her. But you're running as fast as possible while still providing the distraction around the room.
And then of course she starts yelling at Vasily. Some backup fire would be appreciated.
I can see that, lass. And then he just starts firing into this murder of crows, but only one at a time seems to be falling, and there's like a lot of them as they're following you. Bloody hell, what'd you do to make them mad?
I was trying to sing them to sleep, but apparently ended up having the opposite effect.
Don't you then hear Anarian? Don't worry, love, I've almost had the key out. Besides, you then hear Vasily like, ugh. For a moment, you think he'd make a joke about you needed to lose weight by wanting.
And then, of course, Inari makes a snide remark. Excuse me? I would never.
It is then that the minute he pulled the other half of the key out, that he rips off the hand of the man that is currently glued to this tree. His eyes open up, which scares a Narnian. Ah! The guy in the tree screams, ah! And then you both look at the hand that's holding on to the key. Ah! And then Anarian too. It is then that's the That Adaria just starts running along with Elsetia. Dear, let us get the heck out of here.
You don't need to tell me twice.
Vasily is also providing, and while you both do this, he's providing covering fire. Come on, lads, so I can close the door. And then, as you both finally get past the door, he closes the door shut, and the birds are trying to peck at it, trying to get it to reopen. I could use a little help here, lad.
And of course, Anarian and Alcensia are just helping, putting their weight on the door and pushing it as hard as they can.
It is then that the crows, then several of their beaks manage to somehow break through the door.
Bling-a-goy.
Break through the door, but they're now stuck there. Blimey, what are these crows made out of?
That's it. We're going sleep to fear.
Lass, what are you trying to do? No, let her try it this time. I'm sure it'll work.
She's doing a performance check and she's going to try to scare them with a very terrifying number.
Yeah, she spins her head 50 degrees and floats.
Not like that, Chelsea, but
But that'd be cool.
Yeah.
23.
Oh, 23.
All right.
That's a good
so-
number,
23 and me.
Chelsea.
Oh,
So you sing this very, very gothic sounding song, and it's about death and destruction for all crows, and they fly away. Bloody heck, that scared even me, lass. What was that song called?
That was called the King of Crows. About a man who became one who then began to feed on his own kind.
oh dear.
Ugh, that's a little graphic.
Well, that particular number always frightened me. To be fair, it just seemed appropriate in this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Darling, I hate to be redundant, but you do have the other half, right?
Yeah, I have it right. I have it right here. And he holds up the other half that still has like half of the man's hand on it. Ugh.
Ugh.
Accidentally drops it. Ugh. He then just starts stomping on it to make the hand release the key, and then he grabs it. Ugh. Firebolt! Which then burns the hand, and in the thing you just hear the screams of the man trapped in the tree before getting silenced by the crows. I would not like to be that guy.
Nope. Besides, I have the feeling he was already dead anyway.
Dead on revival.
Anywho, Anarian then puts the key together, and you both realize, or all three of you realize, it's for the little room that's locked. That's right by the gallery.
All right, let's piece this together, and then she clicks it in place, and then she decides to take point and gestures to Vasily and Anarian.
As Vasily then pulls the barrels out to reload all 6 cylinders, Anarian prepares his swords, and then as you put the key into the keyhole and turn it, the door opens, and there seems to be a very light lamp in there, as well as a bottle of what appears to be a very odd vintage of wine, what looks like a poster with what looks like a decree from a local lord, and several in like two notes right next, 2 notes, one on the bottle and one right next to the bottle. As the three of you enter and Vasily closes the door, he's He looks around like, oh, this seems like a story.
And I think we found a mystery bottle of wine that we needed for that other room.
Oh. Oh, which room might that be?
The one filled with the winery that down there. Although apparently somebody literally drank themselves to death.
Oh, sounds like the man of the house since he was a vampire. Perhaps
Wait,
he was
what?
trying.
Wait, she was a vampire, but yet they had children?
He then shrugs his shoulders. By the time I got here, he already was a vampire. Maybe he wasn't before I got here? This was like 20 or so years ago, love.
Okay. And then Anarian starts sweating a bit because how in the heck did two vampires procreate and have children? It doesn't make any sense to him.
Magic.
Anarian then looks at the book that's on top of the table that appears to have not only notes scattered about, but also that little poster. So the three of you decide. Do you decide to read it? Because Anarian and Vasily start rummaging through the paperwork.
Yeah, she would definitely read it.
All right. On the notes of the actual bottle, it is for Anastasia Karolova.
Karolova.
Don't drink it too fast, dear. Signed, Amelia Corvinus.
Perfidus.
Clearly. Okay, this feels like one of those backhanded complimentary gifts that you give to someone that you know isn't going to like something.
All right, roll for me a perception check.
Okay, give me one moment. Let me see. Perception. $21.
Alrighty.
Nat 20.
So, as Vasilis and Anarian look at the book and the poster-looking thing, respectively, you notice a note to the side that looks like a list of ingredients and what looks like a very long, drawn-out plan. I believe you know what this is, Diva.
I'm trying to find it in our DMs, but I'm having a time looking for it. Hold on. I think I might have some. I might be able to find. Hold on, I think I found it. Not to rest on my laurels, but I am a genius. I found the perfect alchemical concoction to offer as a gift. While we vampires are immune from the damages of poison, we can still feel the effects on our immortal bodies. Thanks to a mixture of suspension of purple worm gullet and salts made from the petals of corpse roses, one can fugue the brain, turn the capillaries into shriveled tubes, and practically freeze all limbs as the victim begins to die a slow, painful death. I believe I'll dub this little concoction Rumos Doamna. Fitting that this was made by a lady for another lady. Now to combine this pretty poison with the radiant burn of holy water and that human whore's tainted blood. That harlot was so delusional that she begged me for mercy after she had insulted House Corvinus for turning my husband into an unfaithful, selfish wretch. Oh, the screams he unleashed as the despair in his eyes as I took her life. They are both a sight to my eyes and music to my ears. All I have left to do now is bottle up all three ingredients into a designated bottle with the Karolova crest, and on the wax seal, and ferment it for a good year or two before it finds its way to Anastasia. Oh, if only I could be there to witness her die the same agonizing death as my sister's line.
When Anarian and Vasily just look at you as if you were demented. not like you, but like the voice that you are using to relay this information. They're both like, what the fuck?
Apparently, she's got beef with this Anastasia person. Do you happen to know who she is, Vasily?
Last I remember seeing this Anastasia woman, she was the one who accepted the wine tribute that I would frequently get from this place and take into Castle Ravenloft. She is of the sexually ambiguous people of that castle. Or should I say, one would not mistaken her. One could easily mistake her for a lady of the night, shall we say?
Oh. So, she is one of Strahd's brides, and she is not afraid to show it off.
More or less, yes. Like, it's clear that he's very uncomfortable about it, as if she had dealings with him in particular.
Just answer yes or no. Did she happen to harass you?
If I didn't bring the finest of the Corvinus vintages, she would, let's just say a Narnian would understand.
Crystal, and he makes and his eyes are cold, and he makes a line of crystal clear.
Like, it's clear that Vasily is now having to relive memories of, like, obvious distress when having to deal with this woman. What you got there, Nyan? He says quickly, trying to change the subject. Apparently a statement of affairs from some baron. He then reads, there are rumors of rebellion amongst us that I will lead it. These rumors are false. I have no interest in rebelling against Lord Strahd, nor continuing the war that ended decades ago. We lost, and lost so much. I was young, and more daring back then. But now I am older, I am now a father, and I am still leader of both House Lazarescu, and I am now the new burgomaster of Berez. My wife died in childbirth. My son is only a week old, and I have no wish to fight. I've had my fill back then, and I will have no wish to bury mine, or the sons of my people, in a senseless war of vengeance. Such action will rock the proverbial boat of loyalty that would capsize in an instant. We have land, we have food, and Strahd sees us as an asset, not a threat. If I hear so much as a whisper of dissent from any of you, I will personally give you to Lord Strahd myself. Signed, Baird and Burgomaster Heisenberg Lazarescu.
Wait, Lazarescu? Like Vladislas?
Vladis who?
A friend of ours that helped us helped us traverse this land. Good friend of ours too.
Really? What's the book like?
Very easy on the eyes. If I wasn't already taken, that is. She makes a knowing smile at Anarian and just winks at him saucily.
Oh, I understand.
And then, of course, she's like, if you're looking for further details, crystalline eyes, black hair, looks so. Black hair, has a pale complexion.
He then tilts his head. Kind of sounds like the stereotypical looks of the lesser Escues. Used to trade food between. I actually helped trade food between the various villages at even Castle Ravenloft from the village of Berez. Sadly, it was destroyed. Rumor mill has it that one of Strahd's brides demanded either someone from before or the last family to rule its child as tribute, along with the food they produced. They
What?
politely declined, and she went on a rampage.
And then, of course, this shocks Alcensia. What? Who in their right mind would actually want to give a baby to... correction. Who in their right mind would want to give a child to a vampire?
He shrugs his shoulders. As far as I knew, it wasn't even supposed to be part of the tribute. It was just an add-on that was added last moment. At least that's what Rumor Mill had it.
And then, of course, this causes Alcensia to just drop her jaw. And here I thought Strahd at least had some decency to not drag children into his mess.
I don't think it was Strahd. From the looks of things, including from this diary here, seems like it was the machinations of his brides. Well, the latter two, anyway.
Evidently so, but don't they report to him?
Just because they're a bride doesn't mean that they're 100% loyal to him. They're only loyal as much as they wish to in order to not incur his wrath.
And so Anarian perks up his ears at that. So you're telling me a bride actually has this thing called autonomy and independence?
So to speak, yes. In fact, it was this incident that made him go berserk on both the latter two brides. And then I just stopped hearing things from Berez, checked on the ruins, only to find it flooded.
Interesting.
He then passes you a book. This appears to be the lady's personal diary. Figured you should read it for yourself.
I'm gonna guess you found it while you were traversing through these things as I was looking at that particular offering.
Yeah, I think this will put some dots together.
Okay, so I'm gonna have her open the book, and that's where we're going to stop because I really need to hit the hay.
Okay.
We're almost at we're at 3:47. Heaven for time. 3 hours 47 minutes.
Holy crap!
So with that,
A new record.
Wait. As Alcensia opens the book, we then turn to black as the curver turns the screen black. And with that, we shall end today's session.
yes.
That was fun.
That was fun and long. I hope everyone watching this later enjoys this. And as per the usual YouTube shenanigans, like, comment, subscribe, share this video around. If you think someone will like the comedy we tend to get into these things, feel free to let them know. I'm gonna probably put this all in a playlist soon.
I wanted to add a thing before the end of the stream. If you like if you want gameplay, I can play games on my Twitch channel.
Oh yeah. I'll get her link to put in the description later. Go follow the bunny on Twitch. She is fun. And with that, bye everybody.
Bye-bye.